We are the New York Knicks. I'm back in the New York groove. Well, it's the Knicks. New York. We are the New York Knicks. New York. For this new season we're about to enter, the Knicks taking no shorts just like winter. New York, New York.
New York be about the Knicks, huh?
But the best thing about New York City is...
All right, welcome to the New York Knicks podcast, episode 514, part of the Lineups Podcast Network at lineups.com, the Big Heads Media Network at bigheadsmedia.com, and Dash Radio. This is our live fantasy draft episode, so me and Martin are going to comment on the fantasy draft as it's going on. We had a lot of fun with it, so I hope you enjoy it. If you're listening on Dash Radio, this is going to cut off after an hour. You could find the rest at the NewYorkKnicksPodcast.com. So here we go. We're going to jump in with me and Martin about 5 to 10 minutes before the draft starts.
Yeah, whatever.
Thank you for joining.
Oh, sure. Are you recording too?
I'm going to record if it sounds...
I don't care.
And if it sounds like it'll be an interesting podcast, I'll release it, and if not, then it never happens.
Are you doing this under the Knicks podcast umbrella?
I am, yes.
I assume I know some of these people.
I don't think so.
No?
No.
None of your friends? Or like the ones I know, at least?
No.
Oh, wow.
No, most of my friends are into basketball and baseball. I don't have a lot of, football and baseball. I don't have a lot of basketball.
I would have thought Mark would have been in this.
Mark has no attention span, and he gives up updating his roster like halfway through the season.
Oh, so he's not a good participant.
So I banned him from the league, yeah.
Yeah, I would suck at that. I hate it. I did basketball with you once. I did all right, but no, I didn't do all right. I sucked, but I mean, I did all right keeping up.
Yeah.
But I hated like baseball. Baseball's even worse. You got to do that every day.
Yeah, that I definitely couldn't do that. Football is probably the easiest, right? You just do it once.
Oh yeah, it's once. Well, it used to be. Now they play every day.
Yeah, seriously.
It's ridiculous now. Football's on every night.
Yeah.
Which I guess is all right, but I don't know. You think they're going to make it through the season?
That's a good question. I didn't think they would make it through the playoffs, and they did. So
I just I'll save maybe we'll save it till we get in there, or are we in there now?
Yeah, we're in now. We're in. We're good.
Yeah. I mean, I like how a bubble was had to be a thing, but like now all of a sudden it doesn't. Like 8 weeks later.
Well, I think only 5 teams are having fans in the stands.
Well, probably the Florida teams.
I know Orlando's one of them.
Miami,
Utah, Memphis.
Well, that would make sense. The second wives only, not the first wives.
Yeah, Utah, and then, Memphis, and
Memphis.
I forget the other two, but it's like the small
Atlanta?
market teams. Maybe Atlanta,
or maybe Houston and Dallas.
I mean, they should do it in Brooklyn. Nobody goes to the games.
Yeah. No, Cuomo wouldn't allow that. You know that. He'd be cracking down on people. Brooklyn. Although I'm sure people are still walking around freely, like by, Williamsburg and all that. Like nothing's happening.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's good times out there.
I don't know. I still read something about Harden that now it's Philly possibly.
Yeah, he keeps making demands, but it's like, dude, you make so much money, it's almost impossible to trade you.
That'll be interesting where people will draft him because obviously he's a good fantasy player. Will you take a flyer on him?
Harden?
I'm not saying you, but I'm saying who someone's going to do it.
It doesn't matter where Harden goes. He's going to put up the numbers.
Well, will he play? That's the question. Or is he going to be a holdout? Like you're risking a roster spot.
It's a good question, but I don't think he's going to risk losing one of the last years of his prime to, get traded.
He don't want to play in Houston, though. No way. Dude does not want to play in Houston. He wants out of there.
Well, tough shit.
Him and John Wall aren't going to – that's not a good combination. They're like this. I mean,
Well,
not the same player, but
yeah.
I mean, I don't think that's the right pairing. Whether John Wall stays healthy, that's another person. Like, when do you pick him? Because
I don't.
yeah, I don't. He's. I don't know. I don't think he can stay healthy. Now, with Klay Thompson being out, I don't know how good the Warriors are going to be. So how good are those teams? I don't think Curry's going to be normal.
I think Curry will be back to normal.
You think so?
I do. Clay was that was a big blow, though.
Well, it destroyed their any hopes. But I think the Lakers still are going to win. I hate to say it.
The Lakers upgraded all 5 positions.
They got better. Somehow they got better.
I don't get how they upgraded every single position. It's not even fair.
Miami got better too, but the Lakers got even better.
The Lakers bench 5 can beat the Knicks starting 5 by like 20.
Easily. And think about it, the Clippers got worse. So that just makes it easier for them. Like, the Clippers got worse, the Warriors got worse. I don't think anyone's gotten stronger. I mean, the Nuggets or whatever.
Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like the Lakers separated themselves from everybody at this point.
And it's not like they got assholes. They got, like, good players.
I know. They actually got rid of a lot of the players I didn't like.
Right. Now, do they still have Rondo, or... Because he's an asshole.
No. Where did he go? Atlanta? Everyone changed teams.
Oh, Atlanta. That's right.
It's so hard to keep track. In today's NBA, like 3/4 of every roster changes over.
Yeah.
It's going to take me like 2 months to like be like, oh, that guy's on that team now.
Well, that's a team that got better. Atlanta. They got a lot better. They've made some interesting moves. I mean, I don't know. I think Charlotte got... I don't understand why he went to Charlotte outside of the money. What's his face?
Gordon Hayward?
Gordon Hayward.
I mean, he's going to be like the head guy instead of the fourth wheel. So
yeah,
I guess
that whole injury just messed that whole thing up. I think he would have had a different path.
And not only did it mess it up, I think that was their time. I think that's past now.
Yeah.
I think Boston is 3rd or 4th maybe in the East, and
Toronto's going to be much weaker. Yeah. I don't think they're as good as they were.
Yeah, I really think it's Miami and Milwaukee, and then everybody else.
Well, if they get Antetokounmpo, right? Is he a free agent still, or does he have 1 year left?
He has 1 year left. I don't know. I guess this year's kind of important. If you asked me last year, I'd say there's no way he's leaving. Now I think it's a little closer, just because I don't think Milwaukee is that much better than everybody else now.
No,
it's not like they're in the Lakers' position where it's like
they got dicked over, and that trade they were going to make would have put them in a really good position, but that trade got pulled back.
For who? I don't even know.
Oh my God! Who are they going to get? The guy from the Clippers, I think.
Paul George?
No, he sucks. I hate him.
You don't like his $190 million contract?
No, from the Kings, Bogdanovich. They were going to get him.
Yeah.
And then there was like tampering and stuff. But the Kings might be even decent. Phoenix is going to be good. They're much improved. But with the Knicks, like, let's calm down. They played the Pistons. The Pistons stink. I mean, they're horrible.
They're really bad, but the Knicks looked a lot better than I thought they would.
The coach is going to get them 5 wins. I think he's worth at least 5 extra wins than almost any other coach they've had. He's good. He cares.
The problem is they have no outside shooting, like absolutely none.
In a league that demands it.
Yeah.
It's not 1989, 90.
Oh, if you go to twitch.tv/crumpledbacon, you can see the results, because that might help your commentary.
Twitch.tv/crumpledbacon.
Yeah. The draft is starting in 10 seconds. So yeah, you can watch.
So it's just the two of us doing the commentary?
Yes.
Oh, interesting. I thought the other guys were going to do some commentary.
No,
All right.
there's other people like in the chat, so they can
Oh, I see.
type to us.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll
All
be
right.
doing.
I could see it.
Cool.
All right. I'm going 2 screens here.
Yes, that's what I'm doing too. I have my
Right.
display screen, and then I have the screen with all my starred players that I'm targeting,
I gotcha.
so that everyone doesn't bid all of them up like they do every year.
Yeah, well, and they don't want to see your preference. You don't want them to see your preference screen, I
No,
imagine.
although the people who have listened to the podcast enough probably know my favorites, and they're going to outbid me anyway.
Right.
Here goes Harden. I bet he goes for at least 75.
You think he's going first, huh?
He's nominated right now. Is there a lag
Yeah.
in the?
Yeah, I see him up top.
Yeah,
So
we're doing auction style, so you can nominate whoever you want. He probably would
I
have went
got you.
first anyway.
Who won last year? Which player? Like which team?
The season ended too early. There was no
Oh, you guys didn't call. You killed it.
the Yahoo Sports killed it.
Oh, really? They didn't declare like whoever was winning at the time.
No.
Well, that's crappy.
We were just entering the playoffs. It was like 3 days before the playoffs started.
There was enough of a season to really. Was it that close to? Where someone could have jumped someone. I don't know.
It was the very final week of the regular season, and I think 11 players could have made the playoffs out of like the 8 spots in our league.
Okay.
So it was pretty
well.
close.
You guys could have done what they did in the bubble. Or Yahoo wouldn't allow it.
Yeah.
But so where are the picked players? I'm trying to see.
So you see, sell the team. It says Harden there.
Okay, I see it now. We're going for Antetokounmpo.
So how much did Harden even go for? I can't even see.
75, I thought it was.
It was okay. That's exactly what I thought he would go for.
I think I saw 75, but maybe not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, usually I don't know if I have my settings wrong, but I thought it usually says the price when the player.
So what's your cap?
Cap is $200. So if you spent
$200.
75,
wow, not a lot on the table. All right, he went for 68. It looks like I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
what do you nominate, and then you just jack up the dollars to where you want it to be?
Whoever you want, and then everyone bids.
Okay. I mean, I guess the draft so far is going as we would expect.
Yeah.
No surprises yet.
Giannis.
Although I don't know if I would have picked Harden first, because you don't know where he's going to be. He's going to get points, but
I don't know. He's probably still going to be the best. Oh no, Harden only went for 66.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, right. You can see him at 132.
Yeah, I don't know.
So people are queuing up their stuff. I could see that now, but you can't see what they're queuing up.
Right. You just see
the next guy.
Yeah.
Donovan Mitchell going 3. That's interesting. I mean, he's getting better every year.
Yeah.
The other weird one is, where does Westbrook go?
I just got Mitchell for 37.
That's a pretty good buy. Oh, that's you going for Mitchell?
Yeah, it's my team name. You know that Wu-Tang song, CREAM?
Yes.
Mine is CAAREAM.
See, I think this is your MVP next year. I think Luka's the MVP.
You think who? Luka? Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's going to get the MVP. If I was to go gamble right now, I'd throw some money on him. That doesn't mean anything in fantasy, although he does fill up a lot of columns. But, what do I know? But it's not going to be Giannis again. No way. I won money on him 2 years in a row, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, I bet him pretty early in the season, got lucky. I probably got about 8-1 on him both times. Maybe something a little less than that. So now this is where it gets tricky, because now your top 5-6 players are, I guess, the same. I assume LeBron's going to be going soon.
Yeah. LeBron's actually projected 12th, which is interesting. He's usually top 5.
Yeah, but he does everything.
Yeah.
He hasn't shown any signs of him. I mean, he's going to probably, I guess, minutes, right? That's the one thing you worry about is load management with him. But
I just lost the bidding war for Luca.
oh wow,
63 he went for. I feel like it's so hard with the
bidding.
It's because you only have $200.
Well, here's another one. Well, LeBron's teammate.
Yeah, so Jim was saying he doesn't know how fantasy works. So we have $200 and we're bidding on each player. And so you have to make your budget work for 13 players. So everyone who drafts nominates a player, and then everyone bids to see who they get.
You guys play what, weekly? Is that how you do it?
Yeah, weekly head to head.
Right. So
that's the thing.
Off
Like
nights, you bench the guys that aren't playing, and you start the guys who are.
Yeah, you could change it night to night, which is the good thing. You hear somebody's resting. If you change it right before the game, that's.
So Pies Josh says the chat is not working on the app.
On the Twitch app or the Yahoo app?
Oh, the cat going this? Wow, that's interesting. I don't know about those T-Wolves. That's a weird team.
Yeah, they're
like stuck in like, I don't think they're ever going to get any better. It just I mean he's a good player, but I don't know. I feel like there's a better fantasy player than him, but what do I know? All right, here's Curry.
So it's not showing how much they went for in the chat, so we'll have to just say it. So Anthony Davis went for 76 and Towns went for 70. It's you only have $200. That's the thing. Like I really wanted Luka, but I got Mitchell for 37. If I spent over 60 for Luka, that's half my budget, and I still
want to diversify.
I still have 11 players to draft, so
yeah,
it's tough. But then again, they put up such crazy stats. He might be worth 2 players.
Yeah, I mean Curry right now is up to 69. It looks like, which is what he's probably up to tonight. Hey, how you doing? Now, how do we know what he finally went for? 67, right? No, he was projected 67 and he went for 69. Wow. Yeah. Below the average of what I guess other Yahoo leagues do.
I can't believe Luka went for 63 and Curry's going for 69.
I think Luka's a better fantasy player.
Yeah, I would agree.
He does a lot more than here's one that does a lot more than Curry does too. I mean, I know threes are important, right? Curry gets you points, threes. What else does he get you? I mean, maybe assists, but he's not a great defender.
Okay, we got LeBron up. He's
yeah.
Up to 54. I mean,
wow, he's only gonna go for somewhere in the 50s. That's surprising to me.
Well, he's going to be doing a lot of rest and minutes.
Yeah, the load management stuff, I guess.
He's not doing the preseason, so
yeah,
he's kind of a crapshoot.
So technically, well, I guess after you're out of $200, but you could draft the first 3 players, I guess, right?
Yeah, I've seen people like last year. One guy drafted like the first 3 and had like $20 and sat out the next hour and a half of the draft.
Yeah. I guess steals for Curry, as Jim was saying, that's true.
Yeah.
So what did LeBron go for?
54.
That seems low to me.
It's a little low. I mean, it said average salary was 54.7. So
who gets to pick who is nominated?
Like, it's kind of like, in a snake draft. Whenever it's your turn, you just pick whoever you want to nominate.
Oh, you pick who you want to throw up there, and then everyone starts the bidding. I see how it works. Yeah. I gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. John Collins. It's an interesting choice.
I like Collins. But they got Capella now, so I don't know if that's going to, destroy his fantasy value.
Right. I'm surprised, maybe a Booker. I could see him coming up soon. Yeah,
definitely Booker.
Maybe, I mean, it's too early for Ayton, but I think he has a shot at having a pretty good year now that they have that team's so much better now. That trade they made was a big trade.
I feel like after the Lakers, it could be like almost anybody.
Oh, am I not allowed to bring up future possibilities? Should I not bring them up?
No, you can bring them up.
All
I
right,
mean,
Booker.
I mean, his assists are going to go down with Paul on the team now, but
Right.
then his threes might go up because he's going to get better looks.
He's going to get better looks. He's not the only one.
Yeah.
I mean, the Hawks, I'm telling you, the Hawks may be top 4 in the East. They've made a lot of moves.
Collins went for 44.
The values are dropping.
You say Hawks top 4?
I do. I think they're going to surprise people.
Bold.
Well, think about it. Like, Philly's probably going to be still pretty good, right? Although the way they're constructed now, I'm not so sure. I think Boston's still good. Milwaukee, of course.
Mm-hmm. I think Toronto's still going to be good.
I don't know, man. Didn't they lose a couple? They lost Gasol, right?
They lost Gasol and they lost Ibaka.
That's a lot. I know those are. I mean, Ibaka's a role player, but Jokic, I like here. I think that's a good. Wow, he's going to go for 70 almost.
Yeah, projected 67, average almost 70.
Wow. I mean, he's a great player. He's probably top 5 MVP candidate.
I would think, especially
I would say
if Denver has a good year, definitely.
That team is just. I mean, they're so close, but they're just missing something. I don't know what they're missing, but they're missing something. The last 2-3 years,
Josh is.
They got knocked out pretty early this year, I think, right?
Yeah. Well, wait, who are you talking about?
Denver.
Yeah. I mean, what is it? 7 against Houston,
Yeah.
or 7 against the Lakers? What was it?
Yeah.
It was close.
So who did where did Gallo go? Did he go to Atlanta too? Is that what we're saying, Jim? I forgot where Gallo went. I know he moved.
That's right. Yeah. OKC. I was liking them last year, and they gutted the team. See, Jokic went for 79. That's going to be tops.
That's high.
There's
no way. I don't see how anyone could beat that. By the way, here's a shocker. Ja Morant before, and he went pretty cheap. Where's
31 for Ja?
Where's our New Orleans guy? Come on, he's gonna light it up in a bunch of columns. They're not gonna load manage him.
Ja went so fast, I missed it. I was actually he was on my list.
You probably could outbid him.
I know.
You got to pay attention.
I know. It's hard, like talking to you, reading the chat.
Oh, don't worry about me.
Making sure
make your team good.
Making sure my levels are okay.
Tatum. I don't know if he's on your list, but he's up.
Projected 53, average 57.
So what is the clock set to? A minute?
It's set for a minute, and then when it hits 10 seconds, anytime there's a bid, it goes back up to 10 seconds.
Oh, okay. This is like what's that corny bidding site? Oh my god, it's you could bid on a car. It's a scam. But that's how one of the bidding sites works. Oh my god, I forgot what it is. They always advertise it on those old people channels that I watch.
Is that like the Game Show Network?
Yeah, one of those types of channels. They're like, go on to this bidding site. You can win a diamond ring for $5.
Oh yeah, Gallo's with the Hawks. They got a nice starting lineup now.
They do. I'm telling you, man. They're deep too.
They went from worse than the Knicks to way better in like one season.
They turned it around pretty damn fast.
Miami too. I'm so jealous of teams.
Well, that's Pat Riley. I mean,
so Tatum went for
Lillard,
59.
He's awesome. I love him.
Who?
Such a great player. Lillard,
yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to go for, I don't know, 60, 67, 70.
Well, that's a pretty good guess if you weren't looking at the projections. That's right where it is.
I'm going to sit this one out.
Yeah, you're not a big fan?
I'm just not a big fan. My strategy is not to pay over like 50 for a player.
Gotcha.
It hasn't worked out yet because I always end up with a lot of money, and then it's like everyone else is bidding $1 and I could have whoever I want. So I haven't found that like happy medium between waiting.
Now, do you have to is it you have one center, 2 forwards, 2 guards as your starters, or is that how the league is constructed, or is it constructed differently?
Yes. And then
like sometimes some leagues do 3 forwards or a forward center because centers aren't really a position anymore.
But I mean, Yahoo categorizes a lot of players as forward and center to help you out.
Forward center, yeah.
So Lillard went for 69. Now
That's
we got Shea. the last man standing from last year's playoff team. They traded the
There you
rest
go.
of his starting lineup.
Right. Well,
That was a fun
that's
team.
That's a team that turns things around fast, though.
Yeah.
Think about how good they were last year. They shouldn't have been that good.
They have so many draft picks.
And that's the strategy, and that's why the Knicks don't ever do. Like,
all right, guys,
who's the first Knick that goes? Do you think it's Obi? I mean, it could be.
It could be if I nominate him.
But like, what round? The 8th round? That's so embarrassing. Like, what a crappy team.
I know. Yeah, I'm looking to see when the first one is actually rated. You know, like ranked, and I haven't even gotten up to him on the list.
Yeah, I'm on a one of those ranking sites.
Mm-hmm.
Julius Randle is considered 72nd on this site.
Sounds about right. He's probably the best player. So Shea went for 37. Now I could play my hand. I wanted Shea, but that was a little
too rich for your blood.
A little rich for what I was looking to pay.
Yeah, Jim, we were talking about Rondo earlier before you would join. I'm telling you, the Hawks, they've made
I guess that's what you mean
lot of moves.
By deep, because he's probably not going to start, but that's a nice player to have off your bench.
Nah, it's a veteran, right? It's a veteran presence.
Okay, Mitch, the first Knick going.
Oh, my God. Well, you're going to get a lot of defensive and rebounding stats with him, right?
Now this is a Knicks podcast league, so
but you should know better.
No, last year, like 8 Knicks got nominated, and they all went way over the average
come
salary.
on.
It happens every year. It's awesome. This is my favorite part of the draft, just seeing
Mitchell Robinson. I mean, he's good. But again, none of the Knicks starters are starters in any other team. None.
16.
Almost none.
He went for 16.
Yeah, that's well. I mean, if you need the blocks and
field goal percentage,
rebounding.
I mean, field goal percentage is like he had the best ever last year.
That's true.
Oh, now we got Barrett. We're having a Knicks run.
No. Oh, good Lord. He's horrible. By the way, the Knicks should just change their names to the Wildcats, by the way. I think they're just going to get all the Kentucky guys. That's just what it's going to be.
Who are we? The Wildcats. Who are we going to beat? The Wildcats.
Nobody. Oh, my God.
Like
RJ Barrett.
So projected to average 1.3. Knicks Podcast League, $8.
It's like Knicks inflation.
It is. It's so every year it's the best.
Is Jim Dolan like forcing people to hit keys? Does he have like a gun to their head? Like, pay him.
I love the passion for this team. That's literally the only reason we keep doing
I mean, God bless the Knicks fans. I'm a Knicks fan too, but I'm a self-deprecating Knicks fan, just like the Mets and all the other.
Are you a Jets too?
No, I'm not a Jets. I'm a 49ers, but the Jets are actually going to win me money. I bet I hope. I bet an 0-16 season in the NFL, and I think I got
15.
They're 0-13 now, or 12, but they're not going to win. I bet 10 to win 100. I said, why not? Because going 0-16 is hard. But anyway, back to basketball. Bam Adebayo. I like him. That's a nice
Bam's good
spot for him.
That
he's
Miami
a good fan. He fills up a lot of boxes, right? That's the idea.
As a Knicks fan, I'm programmed to not like Miami because of the 90s.
I hate Miami. I hate the fact that they're good.
But
just because of the 90s, like you said.
But last year's Miami team was fun as hell.
They were very likable. I know. I wanted them to win.
Me too. By the end of the playoffs, I was like, I really like this team.
I'm programmed to hate LeBron more than I'm programmed to hate Miami.
Yeah. Plus, I didn't like Dwight and Rondo, and I learned to not like Anthony Davis with all the flopping in the playoffs.
I didn't like Anthony Davis because of the crap he pulled with New Orleans. I thought it was kind of. I mean, look, he wanted to play with the Lakers. It's fine, but the T-shirt and all that stuff. I thought that was kind of poor form. Bam
went for 41. That was another guy. He was on my list for 40 and under. So.
You have it all planned out, dollar spend too, huh?
Well, pretty much everyone.
Trae Young. All right, mini Steph Curry. Here we go.
Trae Young.
Trae is a hawk.
Trae is like a fantasy mixed bag. You're gonna get so many threes, but you're gonna get dinged on field goals and turnovers.
I would give up Hero for Harden. That's tough. I like Hero. The problem with Harden, he's a team killer. I mean, statistically, yeah, you would do it, but I don't know.
That's
Would
interesting. Like, how are the Heat if Harden is just holding the ball the whole time? They're all about ball
exactly.
movement.
They play like a team style, right? And like I don't know. I
Does he
wouldn't.
just mess up their chemistry? I mean,
Like, and how does he play with Jimmy Butler? I feel like Jimmy Butler would get ticked off.
yeah,
You know?
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. See, Jim said it as I said it. Like, no way.
Yeah.
Like,
So,
Harden's never gonna win it. Listen, I said we've said this about a couple people, and usually it works out. He's like kind of like not Dan Marino. Like Dan Marino's at least a good player, but like he's one of those players. He's a great player, but he's just not built to win. He's too selfish. Maybe he wins when he's like a scrub. You know, like and he's like
when he's ring chasing at 38 years old.
yeah, kind of like you were saying with Dwight Howard, right? Like Dwight Howard used to be an awesome player, right? Now he's just a backup.
Yeah. So Trey went for 60.
Oh,
and
pay attention.
Obi just went
7.
Average projected salary 0. Average 1.2.
Oh, I would have paid for him.
Knicks
He's
League
gonna
7.
score a lot. He's gonna
score and he's gonna rebound.
Think about it.
Maybe get you some blocks. That might have been a steal, actually.
Yeah, I think that's a steal. I mean, think about the Knicks. While they suck, someone's got to do something, right? And even on the bad teams, like the Oklahoma Cities, and
yeah. I mean, somebody's got to score.
yeah. Now, when do you go after Durant? Right, like he's risky, right?
He's
because
so risky.
We don't know how that leg's going to hold up. That was a pretty gruesome injury.
Yeah, here's your boy Booker.
Yeah, fair enough. Not while Randall's there. Yeah, I love Booker. I think he's almost MVP caliber at this point.
Yeah.
It's just Phoenix has been in witness protection, and they're not going to be now. They're a playoff team.
Yeah.
Like even like a crappy like San Antonio is going to be not good, but there's going to be someone on that team that's going to do stuff. Like,
the West has like all 15 teams would be like top 8 in the East.
Yeah, well, what else is new?
It's just it's usually like 10, 11, 12 deep. Like now it's like 15 deep. It's crazy.
Yeah. So, all right. So Devin Booker, I'm surprised his average is 43. I would have expected people. He's really just scoring. He doesn't do a lot of different things.
That's why I backed off on him. So he went for 46, which it's fair. I mean, he's going to get you a crap ton of threes and.
Yeah, I mean, he'll have his 50-point games here and there and win you a week. Talk about another one. There's Russell Westbrook. Him and Beal will be an interesting combination.
Yeah. I mean, he's definitely going to put up numbers. It's going to be interesting to see how he fits with Beal, though.
Yeah, and I don't know who else they really have. I mean, it's the problem. They're not very deep. Although in the East... I mean, that's probably a playoff. Like, honestly, if the Knicks picked up Westbrook, they might have been a playoff team. But I don't, as a Knicks, like if we're going to talk Knicks a little, I want the Knicks to either really suck or be really good. This middle card stuff didn't work. It doesn't work because then you don't build a team. And I think these guys are being the management so far has been smart. I think they've done everything right so far. I don't think they've chased. They haven't done the garden thing that the Knicks and Rangers used to always do. Go after the glitzy player,
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, there was rumors, right? They were going to get Melo again. I don't want Melo back. I'm a Melo hater. I don't know about you, but I hated when they got him. I wanted him as a free agent. I never wanted to trade him because I feel like Donnie Walsh was doing everything right, and they effed that up.
If they got him as a free agent, the Knicks would have been so good. I mean,
with that trade ruined everything.
Yeah, you had Chandler, Gallo, and Felton with Melo. Like the Knicks would have been a perennial playoff team.
Yep, and it would have been at least a good playoff team, not even like a crappy playoff. Like they almost beat without Stoudemire punching glass that year. There's Williamson. I'm surprised he wasn't nominated sooner because they're not going to limit him.
Yeah. Although I worry about his injury history.
His injury? Yeah. I mean, he's got the body of an injury waiting to happen. Like, no different than, they're not the same body, but Porzingis is an injury waiting to happen, right? So that trade doesn't look so bad now.
Westbrook went for 40. The trade doesn't look bad, but it was He still went low.
They could have gotten more for him
Yeah.
if they traded him at a different time. Yeah.
I am nominating Elfrid Payton.
Elfrid Payton. Oh boy.
Projected salary 0.
Can you bid negative?
He's worth more than
I'm
0.
kidding. Oh man.
I'm bidding on him. I'm doing it.
Jim's thinking that because you said that earlier.
Maybe.
He said it earlier.
think
He
he
said
got
it
it in
in
my
chat
head.
earlier. That's funny.
I got him for $5. You know what?
Why not?
Now I'm gonna say it. He was top 10 in the league in assists per game last year.
There you go. Someone's got to get assists on this team, right?
Yeah.
Someone.
Somebody does. Starting point guard.
Yep. That's the funny thing about the Knicks. Here's Bradley Beal. Only because we were talking about it, I bet. Come on. It's got to be.
Beal is,
or maybe because he's good.
Beal's really good.
And it'll actually have someone to run with this year as opposed to just being the only guy out there.
Mm-hmm. This is weird. We got the Yahoo chat and the Twitch chat going at the same time.
Hey, I'm following the Twitch chat because in the Yahoo chat, our video is blocking a little bit of it.
Yeah. You have to wait for it to scroll up, right?
Yeah.
I can move that, but then later on, it's going to cover the players. So.
As we get into the deeper rounds.
Yeah. So there was no good place to put it.
Yeah, I mean, you can move it for about 2 more rounds and then move it back.
So Beal went for 53. That's fair.
Yep. Zach LaVine. Well, if we're playing on a dunking contest league, sure.
Bulls are a weird team.
They were on their way to being doing the right things, and I feel like they've hit a real big speed bump. I don't know. They're just as bad as the Knicks.
Honestly, where would you rank Knicks as far as quality of roster goes?
They're probably last or second to last, right? I mean, they have too many forwards.
No, I think this year they have too many guards. I think last year they had too many
that's
forwards.
True, too. I mean...
This year I think they have the right amount of forwards for the first time in, forever.
Well, last year was a joke, right? Everything they signed was a forward.
Yeah. They had, 5 power forwards.
It was pretty funny. I mean, I like marketing. I'm a big fan of marketing, but I don't think Chicago's that good. They're bad. That's a bad team.
They're bad. I mean, who is that guy?
Detroit's worse. Although Detroit's got
Blake Griffin.
Although I don't know how long he's going to be there for. Oh, here's Playoff P.
Playoff P.
God, I hate him.
$45 million a year.
Give that man the supermax for what?
Oh my God.
So is he making more than God, what's his name? Is he making more than
anybody in the league? Just about.
Oh well, no. Oh my God, I can't think of his name. Kawhi Leonard. Is he making more than him now?
I think so.
Because Kawhi Leonard's by far and away the best player on that team.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
I'm not saying anything that we don't already know, but Paul George isn't even in the same class. I'm sorry.
No, he's not. So Playoff P went for 45. Levine went for 26. Now we got Drew Holiday.
Right. I like Drew Holiday. I think he could do some things up there.
So he's going to be on Milwaukee. Milwaukee goes from one point guard I'd love on the Knicks to another just to show off.
I think Drew Holiday is an upgrade for them.
This is their third point guard in 3 years, and I wanted all of them on the Knicks.
Well, everyone thinks New York's an attraction. It's just not anymore, especially now with no fans. It doesn't even matter now.
Yeah.
I think playing for Jim Dolan's toxic. I think people just don't want to do it.
I agree.
And until it's proven otherwise with Worldwide West and all these guys doing, they have to prove that they can build a roster, and then maybe people start to come.
Yeah.
And it does take one free agent to break the ice, and no one has. Dennis Smith Jr.
So, Holiday,
I like Dennis Smith Jr. 7 years ago or 5 years ago, whatever. Oh, Kyrie Irving, good Lord, $2.
Drew went for 35, which is fair.
Kyrie Irving, I can't stand. Look, he doesn't want to talk to the media. I don't care about that.
Mm-hmm.
Who cares? Don't talk to the media. The media is annoying, right?
Yeah.
But he's annoying. The flat earthers drafting him. Who's drafting him? Oh God, he's not going to stay healthy either, or he's going to sit out because of some stupid excuse he'll come up with.
He's going to stay healthy until the playoffs, and then he's going to get injured like he does every year in the playoffs.
Yeah, yeah. The Bucks did give up a lot of picks.
Paul
That's
says
true.
Kyrie's getting banned from the league this year.
Oh my God, he's so obnoxious. He's going to cost the Nets a ton of money too, and himself. He doesn't cut his crap out.
So he just went for 32. And Durant, we're in the Nets portion of the draft.
Oh, well, there you go, Durant. See, Durant should go for like double that.
Yeah.
The only thing is his injury. It's just,
even coming off that injury, he's going to be way better than a lot of.
I feel bad for the
like the old Kevin Durant, but he's still going to be borderline all-star Kevin Durant.
Yeah, I mean he's been out for long enough to where hopefully he's not back too soon. I actually like him as a player. I don't know if I like him as a person.
The season starting late,
another weirdo, but
the season starting 2 months later probably helped him.
Yeah, I feel bad for the Dinwiddies of the world and the Leverts. Those guys paid their dues. That team was really gritty and tough. They were actually likable, and now they're going to just get buried by these two jerks.
Jim said ESPN ranked Durant 4th. That's bold. I feel like 4th is bold.
That's a little high.
You
could hedge that. Yeah, if he was at his playing performance level before he messed his legs up. No, Joe Harris. Here's another net.
Durant just went for 49.
Yeah, Joe Harris is, he's going to get you, what, threes?
3 straight nets. Am I nominating soon? If I do, I'll nominate another net.
Well.
Harris just went for 4?
Yep.
I feel like that was pretty good.
Oh, hold on. Is it done?
Yeah, it's done. It's 4.
Okay. Where's the next nomination?
Drummond.
Oh, you're ahead of me.
I think there's a little bit of lag with.
Oh, I see. So it's like watching TV in the bar. It's like watching the sports book. Like one side of the sports book sees the touchdown, the other side then sees it. It's kind of weird. Back in the day, I don't know if that still happens. Andre Drummond.
So this was my.
There's a bad team too. Oh, you forget about them because LeBron's gone.
I feel like Drummond and Love are better than anybody on the Knicks, though.
They are, but who else? I mean.
Yeah, I mean. That's about it, but still, that's.
Yeah. I like Drummond. I mean, he was a really good dad to Arnold. Oh, man, that's a bad Drummond joke.
Sorry. Is that a Wonder Years joke?
No, that was a different Strokes joke.
Right,
Come
different
on.
Strokes. Right.
Mr. D. I mean, he was a good player. I don't know. He's getting kind of up there in the years, no?
He's just about 30, I think.
Oh, I feel like he's been around forever.
I know. I think he was. I think he got drafted at like 18 or something.
Oh, maybe. So, which ball goes first? Which of the 3? By the way, I have 3 balls. I don't know if you guys know that. Oh, I'm sorry. That's too much information.
Drummond went for 25. I think Lonzo, then LaMelo, and I don't think anybody takes whoever.
LiAngelo?
Yeah, he's like the.
I can't believe someone signed him.
Maybe they're just hoping to lure away.
Here's Kawhi. I don't know. I like him.
Kawhi's good.
Especially in this spot. If you have money to burn, now might be the time. Let me look at the budgets here.
Another rest management guy, though.
That's another rest management guy. That's true. Makes it hard in fantasy.
Yeah. Back-to-backs is probably going to be a problem. Well, I mean, if you guys are going to leave him at like under 20, I'm going to bid.
Yeah. Don't show your hand.
Yeah. Okay, and now it's going up. Now it's
all right.
29. I thought it was going to run out at like 16. I'm like, nah, that's not going to happen, folks.
No, I mean he's at least in the 40s, I'd say.
Yeah.
Has to be.
Yeah.
Stays healthy. His team's still good. It's not. I just don't think they should have won last year. And that bubble messed them up. Their chemistry, something went wrong.
It was weird because I feel like on paper they were a much better team.
So I don't know if Doc Rivers did something or one of the players just got really annoyed with him, but something happened there.
Yeah. I feel like there's going to be a 30 for 30 on that Clippers team.
Yeah. I just find it hard to believe that it would have been Doc Rivers, but what do I know? I mean, he did a crappy job towards the end, but I don't know. That team was built to win. If all things were equal and COVID didn't exist, I think they would have beaten the Lakers in like a real playoff.
Maybe, unless the whatever happened would have happened again. I don't
You
know.
think it would have happened in a non-bubble situation, though?
I don't know.
I
mean,
think
if
the bubble really messed with some psychological stuff.
it might have.
It hurt them in some
Well,
way, shape,
maybe
or
one
form.
of those players was secretly toxic, and
Yeah.
it'll come out later.
Playoff P?
Oh, maybe it was Harrell.
Ah,
I mean,
because
they
he
got
went to
rid
the
of him.
Lakers, right?
Yeah, they got rid of him. Maybe he'll mess up the Lakers. That would be great if he took the Lakers down.
That'd be pretty funny. Like he's like a mole,
Yeah,
like a Clipper mole.
like dude, sign a 1 year. We'll re-sign you the year after. Just to fuck up the Lakers.
I just want someone to mispronounce his name, and that will set him off. Like
Kawhi went for 53.
that's fair.
Yeah, with his rest management, I feel like it's a little high.
Well, that's why he went so late, I guess. In comparison, Joel, this is a player who I think is a problem.
Embiid?
Yeah, I think he's a team cancer. I do. And I think he'll be in a Harden trade, if anything.
Maybe. I also worry about his injury history.
I think Jim's asking a sincere question. Yes, defense does count. Steals, right? Blocks.
Oh yeah. You could choose what categories. We have a 9-category league, so we have steals and blocks. And
Are there the categories at the top for the most part?
let me look at what you guys are. Yes, it's all the categories you see up the top of the screen.
Yeah.
Well, no, sorry. It's field goal percentage, free throw percentage, and then from free throw percentage over.
Okay, gotcha. So 3 points made,
Yes.
points, rebounds, assists, steals, blocks, turnovers. Got it.
Yes.
So defense does count.
Yeah. So Embiid went for 38.
Yeah. So the idea of fantasy is the best player is the player that does everything
Right.
very well.
I did really good in fantasy like 15 years ago because I would always pick Sean Marion and Josh Smith, and those guys filled up all 9 categories. Like,
right.
And for some
Jamal
reason,
Murray was good in the bubble. He was possibly the MVP of the bubble, right? At one point.
Yeah,
I would say.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Projected salary 12 for Jamal Murray.
He's really good.
He's way better than 12. Average salary 19. That seems low.
He could be arguably their best player. It's him and Jokic, right? But
Yeah. You know what?
I think Jay's going to get quiet here. Looking at my camera.
Talked myself into that one, and now I'm outbid. Well, we got him up to 34, so I feel comfortable losing.
So what color are you? Like the colors of the different teams, right? In the boxes? Is that what that means?
That is, the colors are the positions.
Oh, the positions. Okay.
So as you can see, most people drafted point guards first.
Oh, I see. It's a lineup. The teams are lined up in the columns. I see now.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have Mitchell and Peyton so far. Got it.
I think that's a really cool feature they added, that we can show all the results and stuff without like.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And it's smart that they color code it because then you know like what people are drafting.
Right, and it's without me showing my list, which is beautiful.
Yeah, it's pretty decent.
Can you guys? Oh yeah, you can see who has what money left too. That's great.
Yeah, on the left side you could see the spend left.
So Murray went for 37, which
and
I
you
think
can
is
see roster spots picked versus roster spots left.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
or out of roster
spots. You can see
spots.
pretty much everything. So that's
just
cool.
about, yeah.
Yeah, fantasy basketball is fun. It's just it's a lot of work. It's more work now because everyone switches teams, and you got to think about like depth and dynamics. And
this year with the incoming college players, with the wacky college season, it's really hard to judge those guys.
Yeah, nobody knows. This whole draft is like, who knows who's going to do what.
Mr. COVID himself. Here he is.
Patient zero.
Patient zero. Yes, I was just going to say that. Patient zero. Let me hock a loogie on your microphone. Rudy Gobert. Here he is. What a douche.
25.
I boo this man. I remember, I don't know, I think we were chatting that night. I don't remember, but I was watching the last night when Mark Cuban got the text, and I was ready to watch it was an ESPN doubleheader, I think, or one of the networks, and they literally stopped. I was like, oh my God, this must be real now. Like this. Yeah.
Yeah, like everything happened at once. Like the NBA ended, like my office shut down, like everything happened in like a 2-day span. It was like,
Yeah,
what is
that
going
was
on?
it. That was like the inflection point, just about.
And we were like, it seems weird. Like I was freaking out in March when there was like a couple thousand cases a day, and now it's like 200,000 cases a day. It's like,
Yeah.
if it was like that in March, I would have just been in the fetal position for a couple of
Yes,
weeks.
Tom Hanks in Australia was a big one. That
Yeah.
is true. I would draft Tom Hanks at this point.
Rudy went
Bosom buddies,
for
Tom Hanks.
29.
Porzingis?
Poor Zingis.
$1. He's not going to play. He's not going to play.
So you should know, Martin, we have a huge Australian following. And I was asking about that, and it's because apparently they got like one game a week, and it was always the Knicks for some reason. So a lot of people in Australia grew up being a Knicks fan.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess MSG must have simulcast over there or something.
Because we were wondering what was going on, because like we get so many emails we get more emails from Australia than we do from New
Maybe
York.
that's why the Australians think the Australian Basketball League could beat the NBA just because they see the Knicks. No, I'm just kidding. They probably could. Oh.
Yeah, Porzingis is going to put up good numbers when he plays. How many games he plays?
But when is he coming back?
I don't know. He's like, what, 0 for 6 in healthy seasons?
Oh, is the NBC game? Oh, you mean like, so we're talking like 90s Knicks.
Yeah.
Is what you guys grew up with. Oh, well, it was Knicks, Bulls. That was pretty much it every week.
Yeah.
Heat, Pacers.
So Porzingis went for 22, which was...
Yes, Marv. Kemba Walker. Kemba Walker might have a big year.
I just nominated him.
Yeah. Well, good nomination because now, you've got... He's going to get the ball a little more now. I could see that.
Yeah.
They still have a great coach. Still a good team. And I still think Ainge is going to make a move. They still have a lot of assets that they can turn into stuff.
They're in good position, yeah. They don't have any like terrible contracts either, which is nice.
Right. Yeah. They're not in cap hell.
Next time a player gets nominated that I don't want, I need to run and get my whiskey because I am out of whiskey.
I thought you were going to say I'm going to jack up the bidding just to mess with people.
No, I need whiskey.
Because that's a strategy too.
It is.
All right, so
you got to be confident though. I was doing that the other year, and then the other player backed off, and I just ended up with a player for like $60 that I didn't want.
Yeah. So the question in the chat: what do we think of the Knicks preseason game? It was better than we thought it would be.
Yeah, definitely. No outside shooting, but Toppin looked better than I thought.
How about defense? Oh my God, what a concept!
Defense
they actually looked like they wanted to play defense out there.
Walker went for 24, which is the first player in this draft so far that went for lower than the projected value.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I was just about to say for the Australian fans who grew up with the 90s Knicks, you're going to see a 90s Knicks type defense this year for once.
Well, if you click on Walker's name, it says Walker just said, "I'm in no rush to return." So that's why I nominated him.
That's funny. Kyle Lowry, he's going to be good too.
Remember when the Knicks didn't want to trade a pick for Lowry and then he was an all-star for like 5 straight years?
I remember a lot of things the Knicks did that just were not smart.
Lowry just went for 21. That's probably pretty good.
That's about average.
Ben Simmons.
Can't shoot for shit.
Which is, his field goal percentage was great. He just, because he knows he can't shoot. Oh, no, his free throw percentage. That's what's killer.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, from a fantasy perspective, his field goal percentage is good, but he's such a weird play. He's like a NASCAR car with a restrictor plate. He only could do so much. He's really good at what he does.
He hit 2 threes last season.
I think I could hit 2 threes. I think I could. No,
I know I could hit 2 threes. I mean, with my body, they'd back off and I get open looks. So I could definitely hit 2 threes.
Yeah, I think you could, even by hook or crook, you could drain 2 threes, right?
Yeah. I mean, that was my thing in rec leagues. I got rebounds and I shot threes.
I think you have, I don't know if you have to throw people out, but someone put some weird crap in the chat there. I don't know if you care.
We'll see if they keep spamming. If not, you're just boosting my numbers. So
that's true.
If you average 3 viewers a stream for a full month, then you become affiliated.
Oh, nice. Russian bots. Well, I almost went after a Russian bot once. Oh, no, that's a different podcast.
That is our Brink of Sanity comedy podcast.
Oh, there you go.
Ben Simmons went for 27.
Siakam.
First
Another
season I
box
watched in
filler.
Australia
This is a
was-
box filler. This guy's good at a lot of things.
He is. So Josh says the first season I watched in Australia was 91-92. Knicks trying to murder the Bulls. I fell in love. Yeah, that's about when we got into the Knicks too, right?
Pretty much. I mean, my first year of really watching basketball, so I'm 43. So I got into the Knicks in about 88, 89.
How are you 43?
How am I 43?
Yeah, we were 1 year apart, right?
Yeah.
I'm
Aren't I
41.
43?
Oh no,
70.
I'm 42. Holy shit!
You're 43 minus 42 by today's math standards.
I love COVID.
You got to do it like five different ways.
COVID made me lose an entire year. I really thought I was 41.
Sorry, go get your whiskey. You might drown your age in sorrow.
Jeez, I'm older. That would explain my back pain.
Well, hopefully it's not the COVID, because that is a symptom. Believe it or not.
Well, yeah,
lower back pain.
Bry's been complaining about back pain for a couple of weeks now. He's got COVID.
Yep. Oh, the Houston Spreewell days. Yeah, I like Spreewell. I like Spreewell when he was on the Warriors before the Knicks.
Siakam for
now
20,
he's Dolan's guy.
Siakam for 28. I need to start drafting players.
Yeah, pay attention. Get. Maybe you need your whiskey.
I have two.
Do you want to give me control of your screen and I'll draft for you? No, I'm just kidding. Jimmy Butler, another solid player here.
The East is a lot better this year than it's been in a while.
It is, but the bottom of the East is bad.
So bad.
Yeah. It's like the haves and the have-nots. Although there's like teams like Indiana, right? Like that you don't know. They could be good.
Mm-hmm.
They may not be good. I don't know. That's a weird team.
I feel like Indiana's good, but they're kind of thin. So like if they get it like last year,
One injury destroys them.
Yeah, I thought they were going to beat Miami, and then Sabonis goes down, and then all of a sudden they're getting stomped by Miami. So
right,
it could go either way.
Right. So by the way, I'm not looking at my camera, which is really bad for a video podcast.
I'm not looking at. Well, obviously I got like 20.
Maybe I'll do this. Hold on, right? This is professional. No, it's not really professional. I'm a freaking finance guy. All right, here we go.
Two finance guys trying to
do a broadcast here. What happened? I cannot see the screen. It shrunk. All right, we're back.
Oh, okay. That was probably me.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. So I just lost a bidding war for Jimmy Buckets. He went for 38.
You were trying hard though.
Yeah, he went for 38.
All right. So the hard part is you're probably following the Yahoo chat. I'm following the Twitch chat easier than the Yahoo chat because the Yahoo chat's really small on my screen.
I'm trying to follow both, but I'm responding more in the Twitch chat.
Yeah.
DeMarcus
Cousins. I guess. I mean, sure. It's a bad team.
This is such a wild card pick. Like, yeah, he could put up crazy numbers.
He's a good flyer, right? Mm-hmm. If you have a couple bucks to burn, why not?
Yeah.
Because he'll score, he'll block, he'll rebound.
Yeah, I mean, he puts up good numbers when he's healthy.
That guy, I kind of felt bad for him when he got hurt. You felt bad. I don't know why I felt bad for him, but I felt bad for him. $10. Wow. 11. 11, do I hear 11? 12. Do I hear 12?
He went for 11. Projected 0, average 1.6. Interesting.
Well, projected 0 is probably because he was such a late signing. They probably didn't even
but average, like every league that's drafted so far, only
right. That's a great point. Starting, no, you're drafting him for your bench here, but we're not drafting. So the weird thing about this auction draft, it's not going in talent order; it's going in nomination order.
Yeah.
So, no, you're drafting him for your bench. Although as a center, maybe he'll spot start. Here's your starting center, right here.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, he's better at free throws than I thought he was. Okay, 77%. That's
yeah.
Good.
I mean, he's going to get better. He's one of those players that's going to get better again. And with Paul, that just makes this team so much better.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, he's going to put up numbers.
yeah,
I
this
don't
is a
know if
playoff team.
I don't know how I'd feel about him on my team, but he's good on other teams.
Yeah,
See, the thing with this Yahoo thing, it says field goal makes, but like I don't know what that is as far as like points per game or like what is
yeah.
what is
What does
1,300
that mean?
points? I don't know what that means.
And by the way, 1920 stats, which is like a funky season. It's not 82 games.
Yeah,
Although this year is going to be a funky season too, right? It's not going to be a full boat.
right. So, yeah,
But
72 and maybe
yeah,
people
you almost have to
sitting.
give me on a per game basis. Like,
Yeah,
if you told me he made like 5 field goals a game, I can digest that, right?
yeah.
500 and something field. All right, Danilo Gallinari. Hey, how you doing?
So eight
Meatballs?
and 1 for 33. Gallo on the Hawks. I mean,
He's
yeah.
just. I don't know. I don't think he's just another cog in the machine there. I don't think he's going to be a main go-to guy. I know people love the Gallo. I know. One of the worst things they did was get rid of him. The Knicks. We're talking
I
about
can't
the
even
Knicks,
like
but
look at him without thinking about that stupid Melo trade. It pisses me off.
I hate the Melo trade. I'm coming home. Oh my God, no.
No. If you were really that proud about coming home, you would have waited 3 months and had a good roster.
He's not from. Okay, he's really from the DC area anyway. So
Yeah.
stop it. Stop with this New York crap.
Gallo went for 13. Weird. Projected was 17 and average is only 10.
Very interesting. I wonder when were these projections made though? Was it pre-Atlanta or post-Atlanta? Because he was on what, Memphis last year, right?
He was
Or
on OKC.
Oklahoma City, right?
Right.
Yeah, I always get those two teams confused because.
Ingram.
All right.
So, when they first got drafted, I thought Ingram was going to be better than Simmons, and Simmons started off way better than Ingram.
Yeah,
I feel like it's pretty close now.
it is pretty close, and him being one of the 2 or 3 main guys in New Orleans, as long as everything is dependent on what happens, with see, I'm doing bad with names tonight. I'm having I guess it's early Alzheimer's.
Because you're 43.
That's right. Well, Ingram's ranked 31st on the list I'm looking at, so he's pretty high up there. I mean, when you think about it, that's like first round, second round territory.
Yeah, well, I don't know why he's projected for $12, but I just got Ingram.
There you go.
23. I know the
That-
average is only 17.
no.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah, but it's good. I think you're getting good value there, right? Like you're
Yeah.
not paying. You could pay $80 for the top guy, and that might be worth it. But really, the way to win this is buy low and get good value out of someone.
Yeah, I don't feel like I overpaid.
So this is a team that's weird too, Orlando. Like they
Orlando's
actually
such a weird team. Yeah.
were decent in the bubble. I
Mhm.
was actually kind of surprised.
Mm-hmm.
They've got no names all across the board.
Mhm. I mean, everyone's still waiting for Aaron Gordon's breakout year. It's
Yeah.
like year 8 on the Aaron Gordon watch.
I mean, look, they somehow got Fultz to be somewhat productive. I thought his career was dead in the water when he had the yips.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
But,
Fultz is looking like he might actually end up being an NBA player.
I thought for sure that wasn't going to work out. But no, Vucevic is not a bad.
So I just got him for 29.
That's not bad.
I think this is like the 5th straight year I've had Vucevic.
Yeah, he's a good fantasy player though. He'll get you a lot of the comp.
Last year I got outbid and I was pissed because he ruined my streak. But I got
And
him.
he had a good fantasy year last year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome back.
A return player. All right. You're ahead of me, so I don't know who's next.
Nurkic.
And another one.
Since my team name is CAAREAM, I should just nominate all CAA players.
Well, that's what the Knicks do, right? Hey.
Yeah.
What are we on a center binge here?
We are.
Is that it's almost like in football when people start picking, like no one wants to pick defense and kickers, but once someone does it,
Mhm.
everyone starts picking defense and kickers.
If I didn't get Vucevic, I would have been bidding.
You would have gone for Nurkic?
Yeah, definitely.
I think if you go with anyone with itch in their name, you're probably likely to have these.
You're gonna have a good
Players are
fantasy
good.
time. Yeah, Jokic.
The all European team would be probably not a bad way to go.
Next year, I'm gonna name my team the Icks and just draft all
The,
those guys.
the itches. I got some itches.
Doncic, Nurkic, Jokic,
Yep.
Vucevic.
They're all good.
They are.
It's not even like a stereotype. It's just they're good.
There's no bad Icks.
It's the brand of basketball now too,
Mm-hmm.
right? I mean that the European way is really just how the NBA, the Euro step or the travel, as I like to call it.
Dudes, holy crap! Nurkic,
26,
Nurkic's up
27,
20.
28.
Okay.
Holy moly!
I feel better about my Vucevic pick now.
Yeah, I mean you paid less for it than that for him, right?
Well, I paid 29, and Nurkic.
All right, well,
29.
Nurkic is at 29 right now.
Yeah, I'd rather Vucevic than Nurkic.
3. You're ahead of me, so it's probably picked already. But
No, that's
it.
Still thinking.
Sell the team. I like the name of the this team name.
Yes.
I have to say, I respect that team name. Although you will get thrown out of the garden for saying that.
Yeah, you will. Literally.
Chris Middleton. I'm a little down on Chris Middleton these days. I don't think he's as good as he once was.
I don't know if he was ever as good as he was hyped to be.
That might be true, but he had like that one season where I thought, all right.
I mean, for $17, I'll take him, but I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go nuts on that guy.
No.
Yeah, 20 was my limit. I'm out. He's up to 22.
You're guaranteed to get 13 guys, right?
Yeah. I mean, there's like 500 players in the league, so.
All right, so there's going to be guys, and then there'll probably be some free agents. Now, how do free agents work? Like, or
you can drop
drops?
if I have buyer's remorse on Peyton, as soon as the draft's over, I could drop him and pick somebody else up.
And it doesn't cost you anything?
No. Except dignity
Do you limit trades or roster moves or anything like that in this league?
No.
Does the league trade a lot, or is it kind of one of those leagues that doesn't trade?
There's not a lot. There's usually maybe like 3 a year. It's really not a lot. It's hard to make a fantasy trade because there's usually enough players on the wire that you can just drop.
Right, and people are always skeptical of getting bamboozled by the other guy.
Yeah.
Whiteside, that's an interesting player.
Middleton went for 26. Whiteside on the Kings, yeah.
You know, he's their starter.
Yeah.
So,
well,
he's not going to get buried like in Miami towards the end there.
Yeah, he's kind of a head case. So I don't know.
He is a little bit of a wild card.
I guess
the Kings are an interesting team. You know, they have Fox, right? Like he's really good.
Triple J.
Yep.
They're gonna compete for a playoff spot. So Whiteside is up for 13, 14.
But he healed too. A good 3-point shooter.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about him. Yeah, they got a good team.
They have a good team. It's very young.
They might snap their playoff streak this year.
They might.
Because, I mean, Houston might fall out of the playoff run.
By the way, Knicks reference. Christie is their announcer. I don't know if you knew that.
Doug Christie?
Doug Christie is their color commentary.
I liked him on the Kings a lot.
Yep.
The Whiteside just went for 15.
All right, who's next?
Don't know yet. John Wall.
I don't know. Is he a good fantasy player? He's stole point. I mean, I don't know. I don't think he does a lot of things.
He's going to be.
I guess we're in the 5th round now. I guess, but
he's going to be a steal or a bust. Like there's no in between with this guy.
Yeah, another injury waiting to happen.
Maybe he got it all out of the way in the beginning because that's the way the body works, right?
I think and I think a change of scenery will do him good. I think there wasn't going to be anything more done in Washington for him. He got them as far as I think he would have gotten them.
He had 13-9-2 in his first preseason game.
That's not bad. How many minutes?
19 minutes.
All right. That seems reasonable.
Yeah.
So how weird is it going to be with no fans in the stand in all these arenas? That's what's going to be weird.
It is.
Especially with the teams that play all that annoying music in the background.
Looking at you, Nets.
Yep. I liked when the Knicks did that one time where they didn't do anything. And it was just, maybe we'll play in Oregon here and there.
Yeah.
but we're not going to play music. It was actually enjoyable.
I found it annoying going to Nets games with all the music the whole time.
Oh my God. It's like going to a freaking, rave.
Yeah, it's bad. It's annoying.
It's horrible. It's almost as bad as, remember the old Pacers with the defense when they would play the race cars? Oh,
Yeah.
it's grating.
Wall went for 24.
All right.
It's a risk, but it could pay off.
All right. I like Mike Conley. And he's a good horse player, by the way. There's
Mhm.
one few things I actually watched. Did you watch the horse thing that
Yeah,
was on?
It was not good.
It wasn't good, but he was good.
Yeah.
Oh, it was horrible. Like everyone's video quality was like, it looked like they were on Mars, 1969.
It's like, dude, you're all
or
millionaires. You couldn't
moon, I should
afford
say.
like a GoPro or something. Come on.
These guys are like, yeah, like I have better video quality than some of these guys. And
I have an
feel like-
iPhone 6, and I think it takes better video than what they were using.
I mean, I will say, like now versus March, I feel like people's video quality for the most part's gotten better. Although there's still some people with, I don't know. I was watching College Game Day today, Lee Corso. I mean, his video quality was horrendous, but
Conley
I
just
don't
went for 10.
oh, that's low. That's very low.
Yeah. It said average was 6.5, but projected was 12.
I would have paid in the 12 range for him, a little higher than 10.
Yeah.
Chris Paul, CP3.
There's another interesting one.
I drafted him on my bowling fantasy team. He's a great bowler.
Is he?
Yeah, him and Mookie Betts from the Dodgers. I don't know. He's old. He's old.
What is he, 36? 35?
He's
36?
old for basketball.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of miles too. Because think about it, he goes deep in the playoffs almost every year, right? So
No, he
you
doesn't.
got to factor that in.
No, he doesn't. He's like a first round
Well,
out every year.
Well, lately.
He's
maybe
projected to
not.
have almost the same year as last year, and last year he had a good year.
He did. He was good. He was surprisingly good last year. Because I would have thought he wouldn't have wanted to try in Oklahoma City, but
He went for 21. That was below what Yahoo feels is market value.
yep.
D'Angelo Russell.
He's on Minnesota now, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know. This is the weird part of the draft where you get some weird players.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Man,
I don't know.
I
how
can't
feel
put my
about
finger
Russell.
on him. I don't know what he is.
Is he good?
I
Is he not? I really
guess.
don't know.
Did you see who went back there? Oh my God. Point guard guy. He was originally started with them, was in Phoenix. Rubio, yeah, he's back there.
I like Rubio.
I do too, and they did that because he was a fan favorite. They did that for the fans, really. That was the whole move behind it.
I feel like Rubio just keeps getting screwed wherever he goes.
You don't think he's underperformed a little bit? I thought he was going to be almost like,
I thought he was going to be Doncic, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, I mean, I thought he was going to be lead the league in assists every year.
Yeah.
Easy.
Russell went for 18.
De'Aaron Fox, big fan here.
Terrible
Great player.
preseason game, but it's preseason.
You can't. It's I can't put stock in exhibition games.
No. It's hard to take that seriously.
And who knows how in shape these guys are at this point?
Yeah, I mean,
some of
if
them
you
should. The playoff team should be in good shape. They haven't been out of the.
True.
Hasn't been that long.
Although the LeBron pity party is already starting.
Oh, boo-hoo, hiss, whatever.
Oh my God! I only had 2 months off to take steroids.
Yeah, I didn't get to go to
Allegedly.
Europe this year and get my Kobe Bryant injections.
Allegedly.
Yeah, please. There's no doubt that Kobe was getting some funky stuff shot up into him back. Right? Wasn't he the one that was going to Europe and getting those weird
Yeah, he was going
treatments?
to Europe, but there's something shady going on with the Miami crew too.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah,
Although you mean the
Wade.
Wade and Bosch,
Yeah.
those guys? Yeah. I believe that. Well, money buys a lot of things.
Sure does. Hush money.
Yep. The NBA Mafia.
I want all this stuff to come out on people's deathbeds. I want the JFK shooting. Everything.
We're never gonna get. Well, if we haven't got the JFK shooting now, we're never gonna get it.
Yeah, I know.
No, I do too, and it should all be 30 for 30s because those are awesome. The Jordan documentary, even.
I know. I thought they were going to do a whole thing on the gambling when that 8-part series came out.
Yeah,
and they're just like,
they
no,
barely.
yeah.
Well, because he had control over it,
Hmm.
and he's like, no, ixnay on the gamble gay. No, nope.
Fox went
Don't
for
talk about that.
35. Damn,
What did Fox go for? 35.
35.
Yeah. Jaren Jackson Jr. That's another team that's not that good.
Grizzlies?
Memphis. Yeah.
They're okay. I mean, at least they have players.
Yeah, I mean, they have Morant and all that, but I don't think they're a playoff team. I don't think they'll even contend.
They're a playoff team in the East.
The NBA did not want them in the playoffs last year, by the way. The NBA was doing everything to keep them away from the playoffs.
Absolutely, yeah.
They're like, well, we just made the rule here. Hopefully Memphis doesn't get in.
Yeah.
Because no one cares about them. I mean, losing Connolly hurt them.
Yeah, it did.
I mean, that's probably their best player they've maybe ever had in their franchise. Well, Pau Gasol, right? I mean, you think about those two.
Yeah.
What a weird team. How about Bryant Reeves in Vancouver? No, not Bryant Reeves.
Sorry, I'm in a bidding war for Jaren Jackson. So
no, go ahead. Do your thing. No, do your thing. So I think the throwback jerseys. Did I see them wearing a Vancouver jersey this year or something like that?
Maybe. I just lost $28 for
Jaren Jackson.
It's $10 over the average salary. When I see that, it's like red flags start popping up.
Yeah, well, then you didn't get ripped off.
He grew 2 to 3 inches in the off season, which is insane.
Well, Viagra doesn't hurt, right? Oh, you mean. All right, CJ McCollum. That's an interesting fantasy person.
McCollum is like, he's a good player, but he's completely ignored, which is weird. I feel like if he was on another team,
he's the forgotten man on that team.
Yeah.
I mean, Lillard is almost forgotten because yet the Blazers, when you think about it back in the day, right, with Drexler and all those guys, that was a team that you'd see a lot, and they were very popular. These Trailblazers, you see them, but it takes like a miracle half-court 3 for them to be relevant.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. They're another one who like they're good, but they're not contender status. Everyone kind of just ignores.
Yeah, they're a player or two short.
Yeah.
And then to your point, like earlier, one injury destroys them.
I just lost the bidding war for McCollum for 19.
I think Nurkic was right. He got hurt, right?
Yeah,
and that hurt them.
Yeah, then you have like trying to recruit Enes Kanter, which is
where's he now?
I don't even know. He keeps fooling teams into taking him.
Well, I think he's a good guy. The teammates seem to like him, but I don't think he's that good of a player. He's on Portland still.
He scores and rebounds like crazy, but his defense is so bad it's almost a wash.
Yeah. Well, you can't draft Joakim Noah this year, so just know that he has retired.
The Knicks are still paying him though. He's like the third highest paid
the
player.
Knicks might still be paying Trevor Ariza from when they had him.
Noah's like the third highest paid player on the Knicks.
Oh, it's like Bobby Padilla still gets paid by the Mets.
That is true.
LaMarcus Aldridge. Talk about a guy who's gotten buried on a mediocre to sub-mediocre team.
Yeah.
Remember they were recruiting him to come over, play with us.
Then he wanted to get a trade, and they're just like, nope.
Yep.
I feel like more teams should do that, though. The players have too much power now.
Well, it's flipped. The players had no power.
Yeah.
And now they have almost too much power.
Yeah.
And now you have these super teams. Well, that all started with the Miami Heat, right? Or maybe the Celtics.
People say the Celtics, but like that was trading assets. That wasn't like the teams conspiring to just go there and force trades.
Yeah, the Celtics had the first super team, but to your point, it was done through trades.
Yeah.
The Miami thing was done through complete conspiracy, conspiring free agency. Another Hawk.
Aldridge just went for 17.
Yeah, here's Mr. Capella.
I don't know how Capella's going to be. Like, is he going to get a lot of minutes because of.
I'm not big on him, but
I'm not big on him, but like I don't know. Like Collins might take all his minutes away. I don't know.
yeah.
I'm saying that as I'm bidding on him, but
Well, if you have a need, um,
I mean, I do have a need. I don't know. I have no idea.
you already have a set. You already have one center.
I need one more, but
Yeah.
I have no idea. $10, I guess, is fair because it's a crapshoot with him.
Yeah.
If Collins gets injured, he's going to be a steal, but if Collins doesn't, he might just get buried.
It's gonna be or a platoon,
Yeah.
and platoon's no good in fantasy.
No. So we're waiting for a nomination. If this is a player I don't want, then it's whiskey time.
All right, here we go. Let's see who we're going to insult. That's the player that you go for whiskey is the player we're insulting, and one I'm going to have to bloviate on.
Jaylen Brown.
It looked like that almost like auto nominated because it went all the way down to the 0 seconds. But
yeah, I don't
like if you don't nominate someone, what happens?
It takes the next ranked player.
It automatically puts them up there.
Yeah.
Got it. All right, Jaylen Brown. That's not a bad. We're still. What round are we in?
I have no idea.
I'm looking like probably the 5th round right now. Somewhere in the 5th round.
This is the second pick of the 5th round. Third.
Yeah, I was just trying to count boxes. Yeah. Because I don't think it's set, unless if it says it on the screen somewhere and I just don't see it. But
the Yahoo chat says it.
Oh, I see. There you go. I see it around. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I can't see it behind the box. There you go.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, you're talking about your starting 5 still.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Jaylen Brown, I guess, is starting guard, if not forward. It's so weird. The last time I played fantasy, everyone had one position, not 5.
Yeah, exactly.
Red Van Vliet, rumored to be Nick.
I do have to say it makes it a lot easier to set your lineups when.
Oh, sure. It gives you a lot more options.
Yeah.
But it's also kind of corny. I wanted Van Vliet, by the way, on the Knicks. I think he'd be a great player for them.
did. I don't know if I wanted like max salary Van Vliet, but
no, he's not max salary caliber. But I remember him at Wichita State. Like he was good there.
He just went for 18. I feel like that's about right.
That's fair because he's going to get better.
He is, but he's not. He's like a bench player, so
he might start now. No,
maybe. I guess you could start him as shooting guard, right?
Yep.
Because Lowry's starting at point guard.
Right.
So I don't know.
All right, where are we? Buddy Hield. We talked about him earlier.
Mm-hmm.
He's a lot of points in shooting. Good free throw percentage.
He was the Ingram Simmons draft, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, he was great in college.
Mm-hmm.
It was like Oklahoma, right?
Yeah.
I didn't think he would be as good as he's been, though. I didn't think his game was going to translate in the NBA. But...
I thought he was going to be the steal of the draft, honestly.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. I was very high on Hield.
I sound like such a stupid Knick fan, but the Obi Toppin pick is going to be a steal. I am amazed he went that far.
It's really good. I mean, the Knicks.
It never works out for the Knicks that way, ever.
They needed a point guard, but that being said, Toppin does look good.
They took the best player available at that time.
Yeah.
JJ Redick.
21 for Hield.
Someone wants some 3-point shooting, I guess.
This is where I get my whiskey. I'll be right back.
Yeah, talk about old. Yeah, I don't get the JJ Redick thing here. I guess if you're a fan of him. I mean, I feel like I was in college when he was in college, but he wasn't. How much did he go for? $2? All right, who's next? Gordon Hayward. All right, well, I could see him going high. He's going to be the big part of that Charlotte offense. Jordan paid him a ton of money. I just don't know. He's obviously not gunning for a championship, Hayward, because that's a team that's not going to win anytime soon. No way. And this projection, he's 58. It's a little early for him, but
All right. All I missed was Reddick, right?
Hey, yeah, Hayward's up now.
What'd Reddick go for? 2. Okay.
2, yeah.
Hayward's already up to 16, huh?
Yeah, I don't. I mean, yeah, he's their main man, but I don't know. Sure. I liked him in Utah. I don't think I've liked him since.
Yeah, Josh looks like he's not high on him either. 18. That's. I don't know. That's it. Some of these players that are changing teams, it could work. Could work out. Maybe he has an injury-free season.
Yeah, and if he's their main guy, sure. I mean, he'll get a lot of points.
Tobias Harris.
That's an interesting person. See, the Sixers and Houston and the Nets, those players, you don't know where they're going to be, so you're trying to draft on where they're going to land or who they're going to play with.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying Harris is going to get traded, but I'm just saying who's he going to play with?
I mean, what if they get Harden? Is Harris better or worse?
Right. Does he get as many touches? Does he? That's why
nobody
those
gets
teams
touches
are tough to deal with. Right?
If they get Harden, nobody gets touches.
Nobody. Or you do get a touch with 2 seconds left in the shot clock.
Yeah, and then he looks at you angry.
Oh, wait, I can't hit my travel 3. Hold on, let me pass it off.
You know what? I took him for 12. I feel like he puts up good enough numbers for $12.
Yeah, I'm just saying with these, it's a lot of speculation of, these guys are going to get traded.
Oh, no, did I lose?
No, you got him. You got him.
Okay. We're getting there. I got 5 players now.
There you go. You have almost a lineup. You still need a shooting guard.
Yeah. Lonzo
and a
Ball.
power
We got our
forward.
first Ball brother.
Oh, there he is. We have some balls.
The third one is not going to get drafted.
I think he should be Mr. Irrelevant. Can we make him the last pick just because?
I did that as a joke last year, and I got stuck with a crappy player for $1, and
oh, it's not worth. He's not even worth $1.
Yeah. No, I and then I missed out because
can you buy him in Bitcoin or something? I mean, I hate the Ball family. I hate them all. I don't think they're any good. I think they're overrated. They're like the Dallas Cowboys. Everyone, the Dallas Cowboys are going to win the Super Bowl. They suck. Lonzo Ball's great. No, he isn't.
I think he's
The other
decent.
Ball's
I don't
great.
think he's number 2.
He played minor league basketball. He hasn't proven anything yet.
No. That being said, Lonzo's up to 17.
Whatever. Turnover waiting to happen. Turnovers are bad stats for you guys, right?
They are bad stats, yeah.
Yeah, so
I lose turnovers every year. I haven't figured out how to not lose that stat.
don't draft Lonzo Ball. I think he's a turnover waiting to happen. What do I know? That's my eye test. I don't know if the stats prove out to that, but Eric Bledsoe. I'd rather draft Tempest Bledsoe, but that's just me.
So the Bucks went from Brogdon to Bledsoe to Holiday. Getting better every year at point guard.
It's almost like it's the old video game trick when you used to make trades and you trade 1 point up and you ended up turning this worst player. There used to be this I forgot it was NHL for the Genesis or whatever. You trade this worst player and get him all the way up to Wayne Gretzky because you just itsy bitsy traded.
I didn't know that was going back that long. I did that in one of the new NBA 2Ks.
Oh, you can still do that?
Yeah, I would have the 7th pick and I'd trade the 7th and an end of the bench guy for 5th, and I'd trade 5th and my 8th guy for 3rd, and I keep doing that until I get up to 1st.
Yeah, only if that worked that way. All right.
I just got Bledsoe for 10. How do you feel about that? I don't feel great about that.
I don't think he's that good.
I think I just made a mistake.
I think you did. I think how much did you gulp the whiskey or?
No, I was just I felt
you bury him on the bench. But how much money do you have left?
I have an $84, so I'm in the right shape.
Now here's a player I like for you.
Sabonis.
I like Sabonis.
Yeah, I mean,
Pacers need a power forward.
Pacers are a really interesting team.
They are. You hope he stays healthier than his dad.
Well, his dad came over here when he was like 37.
That's true. He had a lot of miles on him.
I would have loved to have seen what peak 90s Sabonis would have looked like.
I mean, you see those Olympic tapes, and
Who's being an asshole?
Wow, 27. Ooh, they're listening. They're listening.
I know. 29. I can't go any higher.
I think I blew your spot.
The thing is, we have a lot of listeners, and they know which players I like.
This is one of them.
And they mess with me, and this is one of them. Yeah.
Yep.
So $29 he went for. I couldn't do it.
Oh, let that person eat that.
Well, now you have no more.
It's Pacer Central now.
Brogdon.
Good player.
Good player. Not great player. Good player.
Not a great player. He's kind of your second tier bench.
I'm going to sit this one
fantasy. He's sitting it out. This is a whiskey pick. This is like when a band plays their new. Oh, we're gonna play a new one for you. All right, here we go. I'm gonna get up, get out of here.
Yeah.
Grab a drink, go take a piss.
Or like, here's a solo song that the bass player wrote, and you're like, yep.
Oh.
Bathroom break time.
Yep. Or when someone like Bono goes, all right, now let's just talk about something moral hunger.
Yeah, yeah. Brogdon just went for 9. That's okay.
All right, now we're going to the Blazers.
Have you done any virtual concerts yet?
No. Are they good?
I did one and I loved it. Absolutely loved it.
Who did you watch?
AWOL Nation.
Who?
AWOL Nation.
Oh, I don't know.
They're one of my favorite bands now. Covington just went for 14. So what they did is they had a live stream, and they had a chat room on the right, which is kind of, it was optional. You could have it showing or not.
Right.
And then they had different camera angles, and you could choose. They had like the concert view where the camera kept changing, like you're watching like a DVD or something.
Right.
But then they had like side of stage. They had behind stage.
Oh, like as if you were sitting there.
Yeah, so you can choose like how you want to watch the concert, which I thought was very cool.
Interesting.
And the sound quality was amazing. The video quality was amazing. Like,
that's pretty cool.
Drinks were cheap.
Maybe that's the way to go.
There was nobody 6'4" standing in front of me.
Can you buy like a nosebleed seat because that's the only seat you would get?
Right, it's the only one I could afford. I didn't have like 50 people in front of me filming with their cell phones.
Yeah, no one's throwing up on you or anything.
I loved it. So
that's pretty cool. That may be the way to go.
My other favorite band, the Dandy Warhols, are doing it, but they're trying to get every time zone to work. So like Eastern Standard Time is going to be like 3 p.m.
Oh, they're trying to maximize. Yeah.
Right, but it's December 30th, which is like busy time for me at work, so I can't even take off.
Oh, year end.
Yeah.
How much do they charge?
I think it was like $15 or something. It wasn't bad.
That's not bad.
I had a great time. I did it with our buddy Henry. We're texting back and forth during the concert. It was fun.
Now, what are they doing it on a stage? Christian Wood's up. By the way.
It was like a full concert setup,
like in an arena, like an empty arena.
Yeah. Like not an arena, but like an Irving Plaza type of.
Okay. And do they have video screens behind them and the whole thing? Like it almost looks like a real concert.
No, but they had the lights and the smoke and
Okay.
So yeah, pretty much.
It felt like a real concert.
It was. I've seen them live before, and it was like what they're.
It's what you would see.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Smart on their part. They make money. There's no overhead. You're not, you just got to stream it.
Yeah, it was good. It was a little short. That was my only complaint. It was like 50 minutes, maybe 45.
Draymond Green, he might have a good year.
So
he'll care. He's going to care this year.
To catch everybody up, Covington went for 14. DeRozan went for 13. Christian Wood went for 17.
Yeah,
and I lost the Christian Wood bidding war.
As much as he's sort of hateable, I think he's going to care this year. No one cared on that team last year because everyone got hurt. He'll care.
He went for 10. I mean, I like Green just because I appreciate defense and I appreciate trash talking. I could see him being very annoying, but
I think he's someone you want on your team, but you hate to play against him. One of those.
Yeah.
Guys.
Like if he was on the Knicks, he would probably be like my favorite player of the last 10 years.
I'm gonna fully out myself. I know we're on a basketball podcast. I have no idea who this is.
He is the starting shooting guard for the Raptors.
I'm sure he's gonna be good because they know how to scout and draft. So
Yeah.
I'll say that.
He's going to go. He's up to 9. Draymond for 10. That could be good. I feel like Draymond saves all his energy for the playoffs.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's got a lot of miles on him too.
Yeah, and the way he plays, like you can't.
Yeah,
keep
he's
that up.
all out.
Yeah,
he's all out. When he plays, he plays. It's no joke.
I mean, he's covering
Almost
guys
Charles Oakley, right?
Yeah, I mean, he covers guys like 6 inches taller than him and shuts them down. So that takes a lot of energy.
Yeah, and I think he was playing injured a lot.
Yeah,
towards the end of that playoff run 2 years ago.
So Anunoby went for 11.
Okay.
Valanciunas.
Are you guys going to do a G League app draft at all?
I mean, that way we can maybe we could wait a week and get the other Ball brother when he's sent down to the G League.
Yeah. Did I tell you? Oh my God, who is Bull? I ran into him on a plane.
Really?
About this time last year.
Oh wow.
He's tall. I'm just going to say that.
I would imagine, yes.
He was also a dick. Just going to say that.
Really? Did
Yeah.
you say something to him, or you just saw him being a dick?
No, he was in front of me, and I put my luggage up, and he's like, "Yo," I wasn't even near him. Like, chill out.
What, like you were too close to him?
I wasn't even remotely close.
But was that what he was saying yo about?
Yeah.
Ah.
Trust me, I don't want to be close to anybody, especially now. But then I still had COVID. The one thing I remember about COVID is people staying away from me. This is great.
Yeah. So Valanciunas went for 12.
Just in a cranky mood because he lost to the Long Island Nets. Because I was like, all right, this is a basketball player. Who is this? I'm like, oh, it's Bull. So I was on the same plane as the whole Chicago Bulls. I think he was on the Bulls G League team. He was like being loaned. And I was on a plane with them flying to Chicago.
So Julius Randle, projected salary 6, average 5. I just paid 13 for him. He averages almost 20 and 10.
Oh, I think he's a good pick. He was on because he's going to do a lot for them.
Who else is going to score? I mean,
that's right.
He's going to kill me on turnovers. I know that, but
yeah, well, maybe that's what people are staying away from.
I always punt turnovers anyway. If I can do good on points and rebounds, I'm happy with that.
Someone in chat is asking how Bry is doing.
Bry's doing better. He's down. He can breathe again. His fever's gone. His cough is gone. He's just down to back pain. So, much improved. Yeah. So that's good. I just got Steven Adams for 7. I like that.
There you go.
I
feel like Steven Adams?
Well, for $7, I like Steven Adams.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get.
And that's your second center.
Yeah, I mean he sucks on free throws, but maybe I'll just punt free throws too.
Yeah, I mean, what is your strategy to punt on a certain stat? Well, I guess you can't say that now, but
my strategy last season was to punt on free throw percentage and turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
And I was about to finish the season in either 4th or 5th with a competitive. Because it's hard to. Okay, I just got 3 picks in a row.
Did you get Oubre?
Yeah, I got Oubre. I think with Klay Thompson out, Oubre's going to have a really good season.
I think he's going to have to step up. Absolutely.
I'm happy with that pick.
So when we get to a player that doesn't matter, I do have a non-basketball question, but that people would care about. But when we get there, who's next? I can't see.
I can't see who's in the chat.
Oh, like how many people are in the chat?
Yeah, because it stacks, so it shows everybody who has been in the chat, but I don't know if any of those are still in the chat.
You don't know who's active, right?
Because last time I did a stream, I was all excited. I'm like, oh, there's 8 people in the chat, and then it was like, oh, you had an average of 2 people. So, yeah.
Well, we know we have at least 3 or 4 people in the Twitch chat.
Yeah, Well,
Blake Griffin.
I'm trying to get Twitch going, so that's why.
Yeah, Blake Griffin's interesting.
Griffin went for 10.
He's their main guy.
He's going to put up numbers. I don't trust his injury history. That's my other strategy. Anybody who has an injury history,
you're not wasting a pick on.
Exactly.
I could see that.
I should have went higher on Sabonis. I mean,
Yeah,
TJ
I like
Warren.
Sabonis.
TJ Warren is plantar fasciitis. That could last weeks.
Yep. Where are we now?
Chris Boucher.
It's a big lag, I think, right now on Twitch. Oh, there he is.
Chris Boucher.
You know what? I'm probably undervaluing the Raptors because Nurse is a good coach, and their front office is smart.
Mm-hmm.
They know what they find these diamonds in a rough.
Yeah.
You know, almost like the old Spurs, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You think this is Pop's last year?
It might be.
I think it is.
I
thought he was going to be the Nets coach. I thought for sure they were going to snatch him up somehow, but even through a trade.
I got Chris Boucher. I know you don't know who that is.
I don't.
I don't either. I just know that the Toronto got rid of all their big men, so he's the last man standing, so he has to put up numbers.
He has to do something, right?
Yeah.
Did you get him? You got him.
I got him for $5.
Wow, you have the most players by far right now.
It's because I got like 6 out of the last 7 players.
Yep, you're on a drafting binge.
I think the Glenn Fittich kicked in.
There it is. Yeah, you loosened it up, loosened the fingers. This might be a spot you might want to play too if he stays healthy. Well, this is against your unhealthy.
Well, I just worry when projected salary is 10 and he's up to 23.
That's the well. You need a shooting guard though.
Oladipo went for 23. I had him last season and he just never recovered, and I had to drop him.
Yeah,
I paid
until the
money.
bubble, right? Didn't he play in the bubble?
Yeah, but he played terrible.
Yeah. That was rough when he went down because they were having such a great year 2-3 years ago.
Yeah. Smart is
smart.
A player I love to hate.
That's something.
He's a very unlikable player, but again, he's a player. If he's on your team, you probably love him.
Yeah, he is very unlikable. I agree with you.
The flopping, I don't like any player who flops.
The only player I ever liked that flopped was Vlade Divac, the originator of the flop.
I did like Vlade Divac, and Rodman flops sometimes, and I did like Rodman.
Rodman's one of my favorite players of all time.
I did not like Rodman until he joined the Bulls, but I really just enjoyed his whole Bulls run.
You look back at him, just
an
amazing player.
I take that back. His Detroit.
You didn't like him on the Spurs?
That was the only run I
did.
Detroit I liked. Spurs I did not.
You didn't like his blonde hair days?
By the way, that 30 for 30 with Detroit was amazing. Like
so good.
I was pumped watching that. Like
yeah,
I was a little too young when they were really good to appreciate, but like
those are the first championship teams I kind of remember. I remember like the Lambeer and all that. I used to love how Lambeer shot because it was weird.
Yeah.
I hate Isaiah though. Oh God. I hope all the Knicks nation hates Isaiah, right? We all hate Isaiah. Is that true?
Yeah, I would think so.
Okay. All right. Andrew Wiggins. I don't know. I mean, he might be good on the Warriors, right? You think about the guys that go to the Warriors that sucked everywhere else.
I mean,
they end up becoming good.
Having one of the best point guards in the league helps. So he just went for 12. Smart went for 11. Wiggins went for 12. And now we got Markkanen.
I'm a Markkanen guy. I like him.
I'm so torn on what to do about him. His injury history scares me.
I know. He has such good high potential. He's just been on that crap ass Bulls team.
Who was the other guy I thought was going to be good on the Bulls? He's a big man, Wendell Carter.
Oh, okay. But Markkanen's shown signs. Like that's the thing. We've seen him, especially against the Knicks. But we've seen him have great games. He's nicked. He's done the what do you call it when they do the best game against the Knicks?
Oh, Nick effect.
Yeah, doesn't he? He's a Nick effect guy, I think,
he's
right?
A total Nick effect guy. I just got Markkanen for 12. What do you think about that?
I think it's all right. It's a little above average, but if you need him, is your roster almost done?
I've gotten 5 out of the last 9 guys.
Are you up to 10 guys or 11? I don't know if it's
I'm up to 11 already.
Oh my God, because I can't see the 11th row.
We just happened to hit a run of guys that were on my list.
That's funny. All right, now we're going to get into obscure land here.
Well, Graham had an amazing season last season, but now they added Hayward and Ball. So is he going to fade into obscurity, or is he going to have is he still going to be like 6th man?
Right. Yeah, I mean, he could be like one of those like Jamal Crawford types, right? Like does a lot more than the starter might
He
do.
He could.
Is Jamal Crawford still in the league?
He
Did
is.
someone pick him up?
He's going to be in the league forever. I just got out.
I actually like him. He's one of the players from that dark era that I like because I think he wanted to be here.
You know, there's a bunch of players that if the Knicks kept, like they would have a good team, like Ariza, Crawford, Zach Randolph. Like they had good players and they just got rid of them.
Ooh, Kevin Love.
So Graham went for 11. I feel like I should have went up another $1 or $2.
Kevin Love. This could be interesting. Seems very cheap in other leagues.
He's injured every year.
Yeah. And he's got the whatchamacallit, depression issues too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not making light of it. He just does.
Yeah.
Which could factor in. He's also not young. He's been around for a while.
So Love went for 12. Yeah, he's over 30.
Now to your question, does Aaron Gordon break out big time?
The Aaron Gordon breakout year.
It's coming. Just wait.
Won the most rigged dunk contest of all time. Oh, you dunk over the short part of a car, which is like 3 feet tall. Super impressed.
By the way, that's saying something. Calling that, because how many dunk contests suck? The Nate Robinson one was the worst.
The dunk contest.
Here, let me give you 10 chances to dunk it.
The dunk contest has so much potential and has become such a shit show. Like, basically, I just watched the 3-point contest.
The 3-point contest has been better at least for 20 years.
Forever. 3-point contest is awesome.
Yep.
Although now I don't like the all black ball thing.
Oh, where you get to put the money balls wherever you want.
You got a whole rack of money balls now?
Yeah, no, it should be old school. It should be like 4 money ball. Exactly, that's it.
Exactly.
Not where, I like it from the wing.
Don't mess with perfection. Like they're redoing Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Don't mess with perfection. That is one of the greatest comedy movies of all time.
Why would they do that? I have no idea.
There's some movies that are so good,
Why would you even try?
You're never going to live up to expectations. You're never going to make it just as good. And didn't they learn from RoboCop or Red Dawn? There's, sometimes movies are so good at the first run.
Or Jumanji. Oh, no, I'm just kidding. Actually, the new one was probably better than the old one.
So Gordon went for 9. Rozier went for 5. Now we got Miles Turner. Miles Turner is...
Like the Pacers and the Hornets feel like the same team. It's just a bunch of like good guys, nothing great.
It's like, hey, we have 6 above average guys, but no great guys.
Yeah. And I don't know if it's because no one wants to, like, you would think people would want, well, maybe they wouldn't want to play for Jordan. I don't know. Like, I think he'd be a good owner, but because he's a dick, I don't know.
Michael Jordan is the Michael Jordan of bad owners.
Yeah.
Just one bad contract after another.
Did you hear the story? Sean Kemp did a podcast the other day, by the way, about Larry Bird and how Larry Bird torched him the first time he played him because Sean Kemp broke all of Larry Bird's state records in high school. So Larry Bird was just like, I'm going to fucking kill you.
Larry Bird is the great. I love Larry Bird.
My favorite player of all time.
Me too. I get so much shit on this podcast because he's a Celtic, but I love Larry
Bird. Don't care. He's just an assassin. So good.
Well, 1, he's an assassin. 2, trash talking is one of my favorite things, which is why I hate that.
And he's the best at it.
I hate that they give tax for trash talking. I think it should be promoted. You don't want to get trash talked. Don't lose by 20 points.
Yep. Scoreboard. Yeah, it was pretty funny. And then like something about like Sean Kemp like lit up Larry Bird's brother too in high school. So Larry Bird's like, I'm paying you back. He like lit him up for 40 points.
He's the best. He's so good.
So good. And I think about when Sean Kemp came in, it was like kind of towards the endish of Larry Bird.
Yeah, yeah.
By the way, one of my favorite players at the time was Sean Kemp. I loved his game. Loved him.
Yeah, he was. Kemp and Shrimp was my NBA Jam team.
Yeah. By the way, Kuzma.
Oh shit!
No, don't. You just drafted Kuzma.
I did that by mistake,
dude.
Oh no!
What'd you pay? $2?
3, but I feel
can you drop him because now you can't draft anyone else?
Oh my! No, I have one more spot, but I thought I was.
I was just gonna say Kuzma. He's never gonna play.
Oh my god! I'm so pissed off.
How did you click on him?
Because I was starring players that I wanted from my last two players. And so it showed up at the top of my screen, and I thought
he moved?
And I thought he was getting bid on.
No.
And I saw 2 seconds left, so I panicked and clicked, and it wasn't the guy I was clicking on.
Oh, that sucks, dude.
I'm so pissed. I want to drop him right now.
Aren't you the commissioner? Can't you just make an executive decision?
Oh, I wish I could. Anyway, Anthony Edwards went for... Miles Turner went for 18. Anthony Edwards went for 5. And
Who the hell nominated Kuzma?
I don't know. I'm so pissed.
That's bad.
Now I have 1 spot left. I don't know who to...
Yeah, you got to be very choosy now.
You've got to be very choosy. It's got to be guard.
I was just literally about to go off on Kuzma. He had like that one good summer league year.
He's so overrated. Oh my god, I'm so pissed.
Someone's saying trade you Clay for Kuz.
That's the one trade I won't do. I'll do pretty much any other trade for Kuzma.
Oh, here's your boy.
Well, now do I want him or not? Because I have 1 spot left.
I know. Well, who's left? I can't. I don't know who. I don't have the available board in front of me, but I don't want to give away your next.
I am
strategy.
So mad about that Kuzma pick.
That was a wasted roster spot.
I am so mad.
You should just make it. Everyone knows it was a mistake.
I know, but I can't dump him mid-draft, and there's so many players I want right now.
Well, look at it this way: make him he's going to be your 13th guy who you drop anyway at some point.
That is true.
God
damn it!
So essentially, you're picking your 12th guy. So you got to look at it. Look at it that way. Rubio
went for 7.
Wow. He's going to be the starting point guard, right?
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, they have what? Did they have D'Angelo Russell? He's probably still going to start. What do we got? Murray. He's on my list, but I have 1 roster spot left, so now he's not on my list.
Well, what position do you need right now? I can't see the 11th and 12th for you. You have 3 point guards, 3 small forwards, 2 power forwards.
I mean, it's a pretty balanced roster.
Yeah, you're pretty even, so I guess you picked the best available player.
I feel like Kuzma was actually a roster spot.
Now you want to be left with $0, right? Is that the idea here?
Yeah, and I have goddamn 36 because I.
Well, you could have 38.
I can't explain to you how.
You imagine someone outbid you someone for 37 or $38. That would suck.
Now I'm hating the Peyton pick too.
Mm.
Okay. Okay, I gotta focus.
You actually have a lot of Knicks.
I gotta focus again. No, me?
Yeah.
I have 2, right?
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. It goes against everything. I usually don't go more than 1. I usually try and go to 0. So Murray went for 11. Well, I guess whoever I want.
You're just gonna win.
I'm just gonna go all.
Because I think you have the most money on the you have 2 or 3 teams out of you, but not too much.
Yeah. Yeah. Who we got? Wendell Carter Jr.
Yeah, we talked about him earlier. I mean, I guess if you have a center need, I don't think you do at this point. Unless you want a 3rd one.
No.
Jared Allen, the Fro.
Allen's he's good. I feel like we're still waiting for his breakout year too.
The problem is, what does he do on this type of Nets team? I just don't know. I know he's going to play.
Wendell Carter went for 8. Jared Allen went for 7. Warren. I've had Warren like the last 3 years.
Interesting. He's going to go for somewhere in the 10 range too.
Yeah. It's a short season, and he's got plantar, and he's week to week. Not day to
Nope.
day, week to week.
Yeah, I wouldn't mess around with that. Where
See,
are
there's
we in the
three
round?
players I want. If I didn't have Kuzma and Peyton, I'd get all three. So now I have to choose between the three. So one's a center, one's a point guard / shooting guard, and one is point guard, shooting guard, small forward.
Hmm.
And I think people drafting are listening, so I can't tell you the names.
No, you gotta be a little quiet now. Although you should have been quiet earlier, I guess. But whatever. You should force everyone in the draft in the chat into this. That's what you should do. So everyone's outed. That would actually that could have been. Well, there's too many cooks in the kitchen there.
Yeah.
All right, where are we?
We are at Allen went for 7, TJ Warren went for 15.
Wow.
I don't know if he knows Warren has plantar.
He's gonna find out.
He sure is. I liked Warren last year. He put up a lot of points, and I was very happy with the points, but he does not do anything else. No rebounds, no blocks, no assists.
Brooke Lopez.
So
There he is.
So Alex is saying I want Harrow. It doesn't matter because I get who I want. I have $36. So
I guess he's right. It wasn't Brooke Lopez or Robin Lopez? None of the Lopez's?
Actually, Lopez is one of the three I want.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He went for 12.
He had a good year last year.
I know. I just feel like he's in his 30s. I feel like he might fall off.
He's almost at that point where it's like, when do you get old and broken down?
Yeah.
This is the last year probably, because this is the last year the Bucks probably are going to do anything. Yeah. I think they're going to lose him. I really think they're going to lose Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, I don't see this team. I feel like last year was their year and they just didn't do it.
Nope. Choked it away. Miami just found the formula. Dinwiddie. Normally I'd pick him. I don't know about now.
If they didn't have Irving, I mean,
he's going to get buried.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Now, if he might be a Rocket. So, I'm going to say the same thing when LeVert comes up.
Dinwiddie went for 3. These picks are going quicker and quicker because there's not a lot of.
So Dinwiddie went for one more than Kuzma. Just saying.
Same amount. Same amount.
Oh, same amount. Oh, here it is.
Harrell, the alleged locker room cancer. I had him on my team last year, and he was great. But I don't know how he's going to be behind Davis. Like he's.
Well, he's not going to be. LeBron will put him in line. You know that.
But
he's
I mean,
not gonna...
yeah. But with LeBron and Davis, how many minutes is he getting? He's only going to get minutes on rest days.
Yeah.
So he went for 5. Yeah, which is fair because I think his value is going to go way down.
Yeah, he's not what he was last year. He's not in the same role as he was last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otto Porter Jr., who was on Washington, right? And then.
Yep. He got. Didn't he get traded late?
Yeah.
He was okay with the Bullets. I'm calling them the Bullets because I want to. I hate the Wizards name. I can't stand it. And by the way, is the Bullets racist? No.
No, it is funny that they were the only team with a gun controversy. Otto Porter went for 5. So who do we got?
This lag is
Evan Fournier, the forgotten Orlando Magic guy. I had him like 2 or 3 years ago, and he was awesome.
Yeah,
he's got to be getting up there in age, right?
Fournier, I don't think he's been around that long.
I feel like he has. We get a little.
He's about 105, and what I've been seeing, 105th pick. Where were we? Or a little earlier than that.
$4 he went for. Can we get a little research guy? We need a stats.
I am doing it. 28 years old.
Oh, I thought he was older than that.
No, I don't think he was that old. Thomas Bryant. We're going into players I'm not going to know.
Center for the
The Wizards.
I almost called them the Bullets.
Ah, I gotcha.
So, yeah, he's going to put up numbers, but he's also potential injury case.
No, he averaged 13.2 a game last year.
Now
7.2
Alex is trolling me
rebounds.
and saying Harrow's up, so I bid on Bryant by mistake.
Ah. I was like, the screen just went dim for a minute.
I'm drinking 15-year Glenfiddich, and I think that might have had an effect on my...
15-year. Okay. I thought you'd be drinking Happy Water at this point.
I do like my Happy Water, but I figured today was a whiskey day.
All right.
Somebody just nominated Tyler Harrow. Could this be my pick? I feel like it should be.
He should get better. And he had a really good year. He got a really good bubble.
I mean, threes. I'm looking for threes right now.
If you're looking for threes, he's your man.
I got him for 10. All right, I'm done.
All right. Well, now you can sit back and relax.
One team has 3 guys.
Was it your goal to fill out your roster as fast as you did, or it just worked out that way?
It just worked out that way. There was a run of guys I wanted, and then there was the mistake.
Right.
Because technically, well, now I could say it. Lou Williams, I would have got. Really would have liked Lou Williams. Or maybe Weissman. Norman Powell might have been okay.
Now we're going deep into the Warriors roster a little bit.
LaMelo Ball. Dennis Schroeder, Serge Ibaka. I mean, there's a lot of players I could have had instead of...
you would have drafted LaMelo Ball? Or are you being funny?
I think he's going to put up numbers on that chart.
No.
I think his field goal percentage is going to be terrible. But...
Horrible. Someone was saying that he, I think it was Doug Gottlieb, he shoots with his thumb. Can't shoot with your thumb. Just an awkward shot.
Eric Paschal went for $1. I think we're going to have a lot of dollar bids going forward.
This is like Price is Right land, right?
I could have had Serge Ibaka. Although, again, with LeBron and Davis, does Ibaka even do anything?
No.
Yeah.
He's talking about old.
Yeah, I mean, well, he had a really good season last season, but
yeah,
behind those two guys,
in the right situation, he does.
On rest days, he's going to put up numbers. And that's...
By the way, the question I was going to ask you earlier when we were talking about the COVID, are you going to be a first vacciner, B, wait, or C, never get it?
Now, this is really mean, but my girlfriend's a nurse and is being forced to get one, so I can actually see what happens.
Well, it's not mean. It's reality.
Yeah. I feel bad. Like, she doesn't want it.
Right.
And she's being forced to take it.
See, I was on the middle fence, but I think I'm actually I might be a first, if I, as early as I can kind of guy.
I think they're going to do like old people, first responders, and then old people. So like,
right.
You're like third in line. So it might be.
Yeah. I have pre-existing heart conditions, so that helps, right? Yeah.
Oh, do you?
A little bit, not a little plaque in my very trace of plaque. But Al Horford, that's an interesting.
I have all 13
It's a new
guys.
spot for him. He had a bad year last year.
He might put up good numbers though.
I think he'll be good there because there's nothing else.
So we had Kobe White for 5, Horford for 4.
That's low for Horford, I think.
Yeah, that might be good. Yeah, Boston just might have been a bad scene for him.
He was horrendous there.
So I have the second most money.
What do you do with your leftover money? Donate it to charity? Like what?
Get laughed at for the rest of the season?
Oh, ouch.
Goddamn Kuzma. I'm going to hate watch Kuzma the whole season now. He better be goddamn good.
You imagine? Well, not if you drop him.
Wait, they have... Oh, god damn it. I forgot. They have Ibaka and Gasol. Kuzma's not even going to play.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
I'm dropping him as soon as this podcast is over. I'm dropping him.
He's going to be the first drop in this league. Has to be.
Yeah. No, I'm dropping.
And by the way, now Gasol's going to get nominated. Schroeder's actually good. Jesus, they got so many guys in this team.
I know.
The Lakers.
I know. It's disgusting how much they upgraded.
Like, who's their worst player? Oh, Kuzma.
It really is.
He might be. I'm going to pull up the Lakers roster right now. You said I could troll you. I'm going to troll you because that was bad.
Yeah.
It's so funny. I was about to go off on him, too. And then you're like, oh, shit, I drafted him. Oh, my God.
All right. We have one other team that has drafted everybody.
All right.
So what do we have? We have Rashawn Holmes went for 6 and Dennis Schroeder went for 8.
All right. So I'm going to name you the Lakers roster. So they got the other Antetokounmpo, Costas, one of the other three.
Okay. Kuzma's better than that.
Devontae Kakak.
I'll take Kuzma.
Contavious Caldwell-Pope. Pretty close.
Close.
Alex Caruso.
Close.
Mr. I don't look like a basketball player, but I'm okay. Passable. Quinn Cook.
Better.
AD.
No.
Jared Dudley. Jared Dudley's better than him.
No, he's not going to. Jared Dudley didn't even play, though.
Yeah, I guess. Marc Gasol.
No. Yeah,
Montrezl Harrell.
Oh, Harrell, too?
Yeah.
Oh, he's never going to play. He's never going to play.
He was
That's
a Laker.
I'm finished.
Talen Horton Tucker. Bless you. LeBron James, Kuzma, Wesley Matthews, Alfonso McKinney. He could be argued that he's better. Markieff Morris. I forgot they have Markieff Morris, too. Holy moly. And Schroeder. This team is so deep.
It's unbelievably deep.
How they were able to stay under the cap and the whole thing.
It's unbelievable. It's crazy. It's I've never seen anything like it.
Especially the cap era. Like,
yeah.
That's all one person. That's LeBron. People play less, I guess, to play with him, and who could blame him?
Oh no,
he got Kyrie Irving a championship, and I know Kyrie big shot. I got it, but no.
Ibaka's on the Clippers, not the Lakers.
Okay.
So Schroeder went for 8. Jeremy Grant went for 3, and Ibaka went for 7.
Bogdanovich.
Bojan Bogdanovich. There's 2 Bogdanoviches. Not related.
No relation situation.
He's up to 5. So this is going to be, I guess, players going for like 10 or less now because almost everybody's out of money.
Right. Yeah. Well, I guess what happens if everyone runs out of money? Well, no one, or the people that are left.
Then everyone just goes for $1.
Oh, okay. Is that what it is? Minimum wage?
Run out of money. Like Unicorn Lover, he has 5 spots left and he has $5.
Oh, so that's $1 a player, right?
Yeah.
Bertans
was on my radar last season, but then he kept getting injured.
Now you can't make a trade, right? Can you trade dollars for players in dollars? For
I would
something?
love to. I would trade $20 for a roster spot right now.
The ability to dump someone.
I feel like $6 would get.
You need an amnesty clause.
$6 would get me whoever I want. Still, like it's slim pickings around here.
That's another thing the Knicks blew is the amnesty. Looking back, the amnesty clause, they blew that too. They didn't even do that right.
Let's sign Billups and then amnesty him like 2 months later.
Way, way past his prime. Way, way, way past.
Yeah. Well, not even that. It's just like he would have been fine to have, but to
amnesty him was
when you had Amari knowing he's going to get injured eventually.
Right.
Everyone knew. I mean, Phoenix literally said his knees aren't going to last 3 seasons, and in the middle of the 3rd season when his knees blew,
it was done. And by the way, who has the best medical staff in sports? Phoenix.
Yeah. Ibaka went for 7. Bojan Bogdanovich went for 6, and Bertans.
What have they done right in the last 20 years? I'll tell you one thing: they still sell out that damn building when it's open.
I mean, there's so much tourist.
Yeah, it's all the European tourists.
Yeah, and businesses who buy it to show off to clients.
So they've run a good business model, and if you look at MSG's stock, that's about it.
Yeah.
But as far as fielding a team, nope.
Mikal Bridges went for
No,
14.
not you, the real fans. I haven't been to a game. Oh my God, I don't know, 5 or 6 years at least, 7 years.
I
I won't pay the prices.
I think I went last year.
Did you?
Yeah. I like basketball, and I felt like
I do too. I go to college basketball. I do that every year. Although
went
not
with,
this year.
I went with Paul, who was Starks 2 for 18. Which, funny story, I was going through all my old VHS tapes about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Throwing out what I didn't want and, digitizing what I wanted. And one tape had no label on it. And I looked, and it was
porn. No.
it was the Starks 2 for 18 game.
Why would you keep that?
Well, so what happened is some of the games were on late when we were in high school.
Yep.
And so I'd record them, and then I'd wake up before school and
to watch it
to fast forward the commercials and the free throws. And that happened to be one of the games, and I guess that tape just got lost in the shuffle.
Oh, what'd you do to it?
I
stomp on it? Baseball bat?
Yeah, no, I broke it. I smashed it and threw it in the garbage.
That would have been your sophomore year, right around the end of the year, right around finals time.
Yeah, exactly. That was probably another thing. I was probably studying for finals and said I'll record it and watch it in the morning. And
yeah, I remember that game. I mean, oof. I remember screaming at the TV like, "Take him out! Take him out! Don't let him shoot anymore! Take him out!" Everyone knows he's a streak shooter, and when he was bad, he was really bad.
They had Hubert Davis, who was a great 3-point shooter.
Yeah, and he even got phantom fouled on the Hugh Hollins call. But
I mean, Hubert had like top 10 3-point percentage that season. And
just to change it, once he's had like 14 shots, 13 shots, he knew it was like, all right, pump the brakes.
I know.
Poor Patrick Ewing. He put up with that shit.
I feel so bad for Ewing.
I do too.
I feel like he might have been the all-time greatest Knick. I know everyone says Clyde. I feel like Ewing might have been.
I'd say Clyde, maybe even Willis Reed.
It's hard to say because neither of us actually watched them live.
No, but you could watch the tapes. I mean,
there's not a lot of tapes though.
The thing about Clyde, the whole team was good when they were good. When they lost all their guys, and before they traded him to the Cavs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I mean Ewing's second best player, never made an All-Star team. So
there was a year Starks, Oakley, and him went to the All-Star game, right?
Yeah, okay. So there was one, but I mean, for the most part,
well, Mark Jackson never worked out, right?
they only had him for a year, right?
No, they've had him for a bunch of years. They had him in 2 stints, if you remember. They drafted him.
Yeah, and I thought they traded him after his rookie season.
No, I think the second or third year, and then he came back.
Well, yeah, but he came back when he was 35, right?
Yeah. Let me look him up.
I mean, that's their MO. I feel like they traded him after his rookie year, and then they got him back when he was borderline retired.
Right. Oh, Larry Nance Jr. Rather draft his dad. No, Mark Jackson was a Knick for his first 5 seasons.
Are you serious?
Yeah, 87 all the way to 92. And then he went to the Clippers. I remember that. And then he came back to the Knicks in 2000, 2001 and played there for 2 years. One and a quarter years, 1 1/3 years.
Wow, I had no idea.
Yeah, the time passes you by. But, he was always never as good as he should have been with the Knicks. I mean, his best years were with the Pacers. And those teams were so good.
So
if COVID goes away, sure. I'm not headed to Madison Square Garden or Manhattan anytime soon. I'll go to a game.
Yeah, Jim's asking to set up a game for a bunch of listeners to go to.
You did that once, didn't you?
I did not at MSG.
Or was it at a bar?
I did it at a bar, and it was fun. I met some really cool people. I'm thinking maybe I can try and do a
virtual watch party.
A virtual watch party. If I could figure out how to stream the game, I can invite everybody to Zoom and share the Zoom screen and just stream the game.
The only way you could do it, maybe Reddit. They have those streams. But You have to find them, or you could just put it on behind you.
Or I don't know if I have.
I don't know how illegal that is.
Well, no, I have DirecTV. I don't know if DirecTV has like a streaming option. I might actually be
Can
able
you
to.
play it through the PlayStation?
Maybe. I might be able to. I'm going to look into it. Maybe I could legally stream it. And
What do you have? Charter? What cable? What cable?
Oh,
do you
I
have?
have DirecTV.
We have DirecTV. Do they have an app?
They do. I'll have to look and see. I'll look into
Yeah.
it. Maybe I can stream a game and we can have like a watch party or something.
That could be good.
That would be fun.
It'd have to be a game that they're competitive in, or they're going to get it wiped out.
Right. Yeah. It's got to be one extreme or the other.
I don't want like like they're down by 10. That's no fun.
It's got to be either like Cleveland,
Or the Lakers.
Or the Lakers. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So catching up, Mikal Bridges went for 14. Duncan Robinson 5. Brandon Clark 5. Derek Favors 4. Fultz 3.
Wow, a lot of picks in our reminiscing.
Nance Jr. 3. Derek White 9. And Goran Dragic 3. And Marvin
now we're
Bagley.
up to Marvin Bagley the third.
He just went for 4.
Okay.
Are we almost done with picks?
No. Let's see, no way. I mean, there's one team that only has 5 players still. There's 2 teams with only 5 players.
There's going to be a lot of dollar picks coming up.
Yep. Well, here's Levert.
Let's see. How would
I agree. Number for Dragic was low.
Jim's asking, how would we know? I would probably post it on Twitter and the Facebook page.
Yep.
Because we don't really use Instagram very much. So, yeah, I would put it on those 2 pages, and then we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'll use my my work Zoom, which I've been doing for the last 6 weeks now.
I'm sure their IT guy knows.
Oh, I got the 7th pack for Jackbox.
Oh, have you played yet?
Nope, waiting for you guys.
All right. Whenever you're ready.
Maybe this week.
I think I'm past my hell.
Okay, my life. Is
I'm thinking you know the best week to do it, although kids are off and whatnot. But the week before Christmas and New Year's is everyone's probably free.
The week between.
Yeah, that week. This
Yeah.
week's fine too.
Oh, either that or this week. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see.
Colin Sexton.
Levert went for 3. Another guy I could have had. Sexton went for 7.
How many guys would you have picked over Kyle Kuzma?
Every single guy that's been picked since.
There's not one exception, right?
Not one. Literally not one. I hate that pick so much.
I'd even pick DiVincenzo over him.
Yeah.
Because he'll hit some threes for you.
Yep. He's up to 4 right now. I'm so mad about that Kuzma pick.
He was rumored to get traded.
Maybe he will now. Maybe I'll actually get bailed out and they'll trade him.
Oh, you mean Kuzma? Oh,
Yeah.
That's true. I mean, they don't need him.
Yeah, they don't need him. Maybe they'll get
what are they going to get for him? Like a second-round pick?
Yeah.
Cash considerations?
Yeah, exactly. Maybe cash. I mean, they're over the cap probably. So
yeah, maybe they need to make some roster moves to free up some space.
Mm-hmm. If he went on the Knicks, what would he be, like the second best player? He's like the 11th.
Fourth.
He's like the 11th best player on the Lakers. Maybe not even.
Maybe not even.
Cool. Malik Beasley, another player that was on my list that I'm not going to get. He went for $2. So the rest of the draft is basically just like rub it in from me not paying attention. Trying to keep sane and not just
only a draft. How much are we playing for?
It's a $25 buy-in, and so the prizes are I think 200, 150. The top 3 players.
No booby prize?
No, just top 3.
You might need a booby prize, Jay. I'm just kidding.
I know. Although, who knows? I mean, if I only have one crappy player, I might find a steal on the waiver wire.
There's going to be guys out there that are going to just surprise, and you just got to pay attention.
Especially since we went from 16 to 14 teams. That's another 26 players that might.
So
be
is the
available.
waiver wire in this league like a priority? Like meaning like if you just made a pick, then you go back to the waiver wire priority, or it's just you pick up if you're quick enough and fast enough, you get the guy you want.
If you're quick enough and fast enough, you get the guy you want. If somebody gets dropped, like if I drop Kuzma, not saying I'm going to, but if I happen to drop Kuzma,
Potentially, possibly did.
just hypothetically speaking, if I did that, he would go on the
Yes.
waiver wire, and then it would go. Then everyone would just fight over him, and it would go by waiver wire.
Can you imagine like he has this amazing season?
I mean, I would love that, but
No way.
but like say I'm just gonna scroll down a lot. Justice Winslow is available, and he's starting to have a good season. I could pick him up instantly.
Right.
I'm just scrolling. There's like the top 20 players available. I'd all want over Kuzma right now. We got Norman Powell.
I just want to know how he even possibly floated to the top.
Because somebody actually posted in the chat that it was a trap,
That's funny.
and
So that's a strategy, just putting people up there, making people whiff on a click.
so yeah. So here's the thing: if I click on a play, you guys can't see my screen. If I click on a
Right.
player, just to the right of where it says nominating is the
Mhm.
player I clicked on. And so
That's funny.
I looked up because I clicked on Harrow, and I looked up and I saw Harrow, and then I saw 2 seconds remaining on the bidding, and I didn't see right above that it said Kuzma. I thought it was Harrow. So yeah, it was just it was dumb.
Ouch.
It was dumb. Norman Powell, who I had last season, it was really good. $3. Paul Millsap for $1. I feel like that's kind of a steal.
That's a steal.
And Bogdan Bogdanovic, $4, probably a steal. Malik Beasley, $2, and James Weissman, $5.
By the way, users in the chat, I could actually tell you, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14.
Really?
Yep, and yourself, which makes 15.
I should just not stream for the next 30 days and average 3 for the month and get affiliated.
Yeah, 15 people, including yourself, if yourself counts.
I'll take it.
You just hit the little people icon.
Okay. I think I have a different
Interface because
I
you're
have a
running it.
different- Yeah.
Okay. I just realized I could click on that.
But we are doing the Knicks podcast. We have a comedy podcast, The Brink of Sanity, and we're doing video game streams. We're doing all that through Twitch. So if you do hit follow, you'll get a notification when we go live.
What, live play video game streams? Is that what you're doing?
I'm starting to do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Are
Probably
you getting a PS5?
probably 3 years too late, but
Yeah.
I'm going to get a PS5. I think I'm going to wait about 6 months. I want to make sure all the bugs are
Worked out.
Worked
Yeah,
out.
you never want to buy the first car, right?
yeah, you never want to do that. You want to make sure everything's working fine. So, plus I just got PS Now. Are you familiar with that?
No. Is that like a subscription thing where you get some games, like
It-
latest games kind of thing?
It's like Netflix for video games. There's like 800 games on there, and you just click on the game, and it comes up in like 30 seconds, and you're
Wow.
playing. And
Are they good?
They have a lot of really good games. Like my PS Now queue is like my Netflix queue. It's full, so full to the point where I'm never even going to get to
Playing all.
playing all of them.
Yeah.
I'm playing a bunch of God of War games, and there's a bunch of Ratchet and Clank games.
We just got they're going to get it in a week is the Switch. So we'll see how that goes.
That's the first Nintendo system I've not gotten. I've had every single other one.
They wanted it bad. He wants Mario Maker like no man's business.
I mean, I love Smash. I just their online is terrible. Like you can't just like have chat during it. Like the whole point of Smash is to like talk trash, and they don't
Right.
They don't have a chat, which
Yeah.
sucks because it's the best Smash there's been. But it's Nintendo. They don't want somebody saying balls in a chat, so they ban everybody from chatting.
Oh, yeah. They're not marketing to you and me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're marketing to me to buy it for my kids. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
All right, Josh, who did we miss, by the way, if you want to recap
So
where we
recap,
were?
it was Nerlens Noel for 12.
12?
It's a Knicks player. Come on, it's a Knicks draft. LaMelo
Oh my
Ball for
God.
6, Hachimura for 3, and Josh Richardson for 2.
Nerlens Noel went for 12.
It's a Knicks podcast league. That's what happens. I tell you, it's hilarious how much the Knicks players are inflated.
How many? Let's list all the players that went for under 12. I'd like to just do that. No, it'll take forever. But Nerlens Noel,
Tristan Thompson just went for $1.
yay, Kentucky.
Josh Richardson was on my list too, but I have Kuzma.
You do. That would have worked in the 2016-17 or whatever season he was good in. 18? I don't remember. He had that one okay year.
Mr. C said he had $12 left, so he just put it all on Noel.
All right.
Just so he didn't look like an asshole like me who has $26 left.
I'll respect that move. I take everything I said back. Sorry.
You know what? I should have just went. I should have put $36 on my last pick just to have $0. Tyler Herro, $36.
Yeah.
So Miles Bridges.
And he needed blocks. Okay. Yeah. You know, who am I to judge? I'm not a good fantasy player. I just thought 12 for Nerlens Noel was like, whoa.
There probably isn't a worse pick than Kuzma for 3.
Yes, that Kuzma for 3 is worse.
I might have the worst pick in the whole draft.
Oh, there's no question. Although it's not over yet.
It's not over yet. Kuzma for 3 makes me feel so much better about Peyton for 5. Like I said, Peyton was top 10 in assists per game last season, so at least I have that to hang my hat on.
Yeah, Noel will play. That is true.
I feel like he's going to split minutes 50-50 with Mitch.
Yeah. The thing is, the only thing you got to get is Calipari to coach, and then maybe he'll be good again.
Yeah.
CAA. The only other thing you could have changed your name to is Kentucky.
So.
Too bad De'Aaron Fox is probably the best Kentucky player in the league, and maybe John Wall.
There's one player with only 6 players still. That might be a problem.
Did that person fall asleep at the wheel, you think? Or bad connectivity, or?
No, in the draft.
Yeah.
Just went all in on the top picks. Some people do that. The strategy.
Yeah, just stack the deck on the.
Although
get
I feel
6
like
awesome guys and.
I feel
whatever.
like the deck's not that stacked. It's Jokic.
Although
Tatum.
Larry Nance Jr. is your 6th guy. Oh.
Yeah, Jokic, Tatum, Lowry. It's not that stacked.
No. I mean, those aren't bad. The top 5 are not horrendous, but they're not super good.
You don't have Kuzma, so I can't really.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at the teams. The first column, that's a pretty good team.
Yeah.
Antetokounmpo, LeBron, Joe Harris, Jaylen
The
Brown.
cool thing is when the draft is over, Yahoo will
grade you
and rank everybody who they think is going to win.
We should do like a 15-minute reactionary because those don't come out until I think tomorrow or something. I don't think they're real time. Maybe they got better at it.
I think they got better at it. I think last season it was almost instant.
It's all an algorithm,
yeah.
But
PJ Washington for 2, Lou Williams for 3, which Lou Williams should have been on my team instead of Kuzma. Tice for 2 and Wagner for 1. We're getting near the end now.
Yeah, I think we've probably got a round left, essentially.
Yeah, we probably got like.
Looks like what 5, 4, 7. Maybe a round and a half, 2 rounds.
I mean,
we still got that one team who's got 8 picks.
Yeah, we're just gonna watch that one person draft for like the last 10 minutes of this draft.
Yep. And I don't know how many of the last 3 columns have. You'd have to tell me what's going on there. I can't see it.
Jeff Teague just went for $1.
Zubats.
Teague was very disappointing in Minnesota. I mean, for $1, it's worth it.
Yeah. So Zubats, that's a player that went from the Lakers to the Clippers, right?
Yes. $6. I mean, somebody's got to. He's probably going to play behind Ibaka, right? But he'll still get minutes.
They'll still get minutes. Ibaka's not going to play, 20 minutes a game?
Yeah, probably 25, but still, yeah.
Seth Curry. That's an interesting pick. That was a good pickup by Philly.
Yeah.
They needed a 3-point shooter, and they got one.
Mm-hmm. Yep. He went for, what, $1? Yeah.
I'd pay more than $1 for him.
Zubats went for $8. Tim Hardaway Jr., the ex-Knick.
Twice removed, right? Was he a Knicks Knick twice?
He
or
was.
once?
He was. We got him on the rookie contract and then overpaid him.
Mavs have a bunch of Knicks on their team.
So I guess ex-Knicks go for... he's going to put up numbers. I mean, $3 is...
He does. Everywhere he goes, but he doesn't put up a lot of different numbers. He's just a one-trick pony.
Yeah, but for $3, that's fine. I'd rather him for $3 than Kuzma. Cam Reddish, another guy who was on my list.
Reddish. Crappy Duke player.
There's a lot of guys on my list.
This was a guy that the Knicks almost drafted.
Really?
Yeah. That was he was in the Barrett draft or the draft before that?
He had a really bad season until like the last 10 games, and then he looked awesome for the last 10 games inexplicably.
I never liked him in college. He was on Zion's team.
Right. Well, he just went for $3. What do we got? One. There's still a lot of picks.
Where did Zion go? Like, what round? Or like, I still think he has potential to be maybe the best fantasy player right now. I mean,
really? I don't trust his injury history at all.
Say he doesn't get hurt though, right? He could be a good, think about it. Field goal percentage, points. He's going to block people.
Yeah.
Rebounds. He has the ability to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, you're hoping he doesn't get... Derrick Rose still in the league.
I'd be so worried about Zion, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't watch much of the game last night. Did Derrick Rose play in it?
Yeah, he did.
How did he look? Old?
He looked okay. I mean, I think he's like an okay backup player at this point.
Yeah.
I'm looking for Zion. I still can't find him. I know
he
got drafted.
Oh, here comes Marc Gasol. Speaking of Lakers, you could have had. He's going to start, right? Like at forward, you think? Or you think he's backup center?
You got LeBron and Davis.
Yeah. Not even a small. Yeah, you wouldn't play him as small. That's insane. Because he would start on how many teams?
Yeah. Yeah, at least half. I mean, he started last year.
I mean, if they go super big, he could. That would be funny, though.
I mean, half the players are just...
Screw small ball, go big ball.
I don't blame them for ring chasing, but like their entire bench just ring chased.
Oh, yeah.
But I would probably do the same thing.
Yeah, but this Marc Gasol doesn't need to ring chase. He won one. Did he?
Did Zion not get... I feel Zion had to have gotten...
Zion got drafted.
Oh, he was round 2.
Oh, round 2 on the pylon
37.
Okay. All right. Joe Ingles. Joe Ingles and the guy I was making fun of on the Lakers, same player.
Mm-hmm. So we had Reddish for 3, Rose for 1, Gasol for 2, Harrison Barnes for 1, and Ingles for 4.
That's a lot for Ingles. I know he hits threes, but really?
2 years ago, he had a good season. Last season, he was not good.
Yeah. So as Jim was saying, like Gasol won in Toronto. So I don't know why he was. I mean, I guess he could bring Chase after you won one, but I think he just wants to be in a spot where he doesn't have to be the main guy.
Yeah. Maybe he's like, yeah, I'm fine playing 15 minutes a game and making a crap ton of money.
Yep. Another Laker, another former Laker, I should say.
Former Knick.
Yeah.
DeAndre Jordan, $2. His Knick.
By the way, when I was naming top teams, I forgot the Nets. What an idiot I am.
I wouldn't put them in the top teams.
You don't think the top 4 in the East?
No.
Really?
I fifth or sixth. I really don't. I don't think they're.
You don't
Gonna
think
be
it's going to
healthy enough.
mesh?
No,
You think it's going to be a disaster area?
I think
It has the potential for being a disaster area.
it does, and I just don't think their health issues are going to be.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Talk about potential for being the worst contract would be if Durant goes down again. He'll make all that money and never play.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's a risk.
Yes, I would agree. Their defense probably won't be that good.
So who would you?
Steve Nash is a wild card coach. I don't know if he's going to be a good coach. I think he's got a smart basketball mind, no doubt. But you got Mike D'Antoni on the bench. You know, that only goes so far.
Yeah.
You know, until Steve Nash gets checked into the scorers table and cost. That's one of the NBA moments that still angers me. That Suns team was one of my favorite teams, and the Spurs cheated, fouled the shit out of Steve Nash. It was never called. Oh, yeah. Makes me mad.
I love that Suns team too.
So fun. I that year I went to a Knicks game to watch the Suns.
Yeah, no, that Suns team, and
I was at that Suns game where they destroyed them.
Was that the 2006 Suns, 2007?
Oh God.
And then the 2004 Kings was one of my favorite teams too, and they got screwed also.
Oh, when they played the Lakers.
Yep. They probably would have won the championship if it wasn't for that one game.
Yeah, the Weber Kings teams were good. They were really good.
Love those teams.
Yep.
I always have like a West Coast side piece team, and it was the Kings for like 3 years, and then it was the Suns for about 4 years.
Yeah, the D'Antoni Suns teams were awesome.
And then it's pretty much.
Say what you will about D'Antoni, because as a Knicks fan, I can't stand him. But Marion, right?
Yeah.
Stoudemire,
Marion,
Nash.
Stoudemire, Nash. I mean, the whole team was just fun. Boris Diaw.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a fun team. Let's see. Draft updates. We had.
Here you go. Marcus Morris, everybody.
So you had Reddish for 3, Rose for 1, Gasol for 2, Barnes for 1. I did all those, right?
Yeah.
Ingles.
We were talking about Ingles earlier.
Jordan Huerter for 3, DeLon Wright for 1, Killian Hayes for 1, Garland for 1, and Hunter for 2, and Marcus Morris Sr. for 2. And we are getting to probably definitely the last round now.
Yep.
Good.
What was it say? Round 11, pick
Marquise Chris.
Now we're moving down. Round 11, pick 13. We're in the 12th round.
Yes.
Right?
I think there's going to be... Is there 13 rounds?
There should be 13, right? If there's 13 roster spots. So we're not there just yet.
But like everybody's out of money, so...
Yes.
It's all going to be like dollar players.
There's one team that has money still.
Which team?
Oh.
Did I mention I did not like that Kuzma pick?
Kyle Kuzma is the most hated basketball player by Jay ever.
For
no reason.
Exactly, for no reason. I irrationally hate him forever now. Gary Harris. He would have been nice to have instead of Kuzma.
Any nugget.
Literally the 13th man on
Chicken McNugget would have been better. The McRib would have been better.
I would much rather a McNugget.
The Denver Nuggets. That's a bad nickname for a sports team. I'm sorry. I know I get it, but I don't know.
It's bad. We were having this debate on our last podcast. I think that baseball has the worst sports names and football has the best. And basketball is somewhere in the middle. What would you say?
We're not counting hockey. Oh, mellow watch.
I would put hockey second to football. I would go football, hockey.
Yeah, I think football. I think you're right on
baseball.
Football. I think football, hockey, basketball, baseball. That's probably right. Although I think in basketball, the worst logo is the Miami Heat logo, and my wife ruined it for me. Why? She said it looks like a scrotum, and she's right. That damn logo looks like a scrotum.
Now I'm looking up the Miami Heat logo.
McRib is not overrated. It is not. I just had it again. and I miss it every time it goes away. But I will say, if I missed it that much, I should have it every day. And I have not. And I almost went for one tonight, but I did not. I don't have a kitchen right now. We're getting remodeled, so I've been eating out a lot.
Still, hasn't it been like?
Well, my son was in quarantine for 14 days because his teacher had COVID. He didn't. So that shut everything down.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a cabinet issue and all that other stuff. Oh, your wow was on the Hilo. Yeah, it looks like a scrotum, does it not? And now it's blue when they change it, or whatever, teal when they go to Miami Vice time.
Yeah, I just looked too. Yeah, I could see that.
The Miami Vice uniforms are pretty smoking, though. I like those uniforms when they go into that mode. No, my kitchen's not done yet. Kitchens take a while, believe it or not. And today, my tile guy was here today, and we lost power for 3 hours because someone hit a pole.
Jesus.
So you can't cut tiles without electricity. Sorry to ruin your Miami Heat logo experience. You'll now think of ball sacks when you watch them. Now we're getting into players that aren't going to even make rosters.
Yeah, Marquise Chris $1, Gary Harris $1, Carmelo $1,
Carmelo,
Barton, Mason Plumlee, Luke Kennard, Baisley, Darius Baisley. That's a great pick. Great pick.
Make a trade.
There's no way. There's no way he'd trade me Baisley for Kuzma. Damn, that's a good one.
What are we in, round 13 or 12? I can't see behind.
We are still in 12. We're halfway, 3/4 of the way through 12.
All right.
I mean, if you want to go to bed, we can.
No, I'm good. I will finish it off.
Okay.
I was just wondering where we were. I can't see.
Yeah, we're on pick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Pick 10 of round 12.
Can you pick Bol? Because I think someone should just pick Bol.
Let me see if he's available. Yes, you could pick him.
Let's pick him. Someone pick Bol, please. Make it
Preseason
happen.
rank 452.
Tell him to go fuck himself.
Average $1.2. So somebody's bidding on him.
Is what about the other tall guy that played for South Florida? He's on the Celtics.
Right. That guy is like 8'7" or something like.
Like he's like the Herb Williams of the Celtics now. When he comes in, it's like Herb.
Right. Yeah, fan favorite, plays 1 minute a game.
Like back in the day, the only white guy the Knicks had in the 90s. Like it would be like Brian Quinnett or oh my God. Then even before that, it was like Eddie Lee Wilkins. That's the one thing the pandemic was good for in the beginning, was watching old Knicks games on
Kiki
MSG.
Vandeweghe.
Well, he was good though. I'm talking about scrubs.
Okay.
Like really scrubby Knicks. Oh, who's the guy in the Celtics? I think he's still on their team. I'm looking it up now. It's bothering me. Someone in the chat knows. I've been off my game tonight. Taco Fall.
Oh, right.
How can we not forget Taco? Yeah.
Taco Fall. He looks so happy.
Scalabrini, the human cheerleader.
Scalabrini
actually has a good podcast.
The Michael Rappaport lookalike.
Yes, he does look like Michael Rappaport.
Who was awesome in Justified, by the way.
Is he?
Yeah, he's like the bad guy for season 5. He was really good. Justified might be one of the most underrated shows ever.
That new, I saw a trailer for the new Odenkirk movie. He's like an action star now.
Yeah,
Did you
I
see
saw
this?
It's weird.
It looks good.
I mean, I've been a fan of Odenkirk.
I am too, but like as an action guy, didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
I want Better Call Saul to come back. It's taken forever.
I stopped after season 2, I think.
Oh, it got good. I know it was slow, but it got good.
I don't want to see Better Call Jimmy. I want to see Better Call Saul.
Oh no, it turns into you gotta be patient. He's morphing. Um, I agree with you. Like the first season was slow as molasses, but
Yeah.
someone draft Taco Fall, someone draft Bol just because they're tall, lanky, weird looking, funky players. Now we're just drafting guys with no vowels in their name. Someone draft Jeff Van Gundy. You think he coaches again? It doesn't seem like he's going to coach again.
No, it's too much. Now it's what, like
too long, right? I mean, I know he coached some all-star type team, like a under 18 or something.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what it was, but so I don't think I'd want him back in the Knicks. I think that ship has sailed.
Yeah, no, it's too long at this point. So all these players just went for $1, and all of them I want over.
Every one of them, not even that guy with no vowels.
Pirtle, Melton, Hart, Tucker, Terrence Ross, Johnson, Cam Johnson, Clarkson. Okay, maybe not Svi Mike Holyoke. Halliburton, Kevin Porter Jr. Yeah,
Halliburton's actually not bad.
I wanted the Knicks to draft Halliburton actually.
In the second pick, right? Like the second pick they had?
No, the first pick.
I wanted him over Obi.
The Knicks need a point guard.
Toppin?
The Knicks need a point guard.
Yeah, but they need a a good one, a proven one. Yeah. Like not a flyer.
I don't know. They didn't need a forward. I mean, Toppin might end up being better than Randall, but he's like the same player as Randall. They need a point guard.
So now we're getting into your other podcast, but Thoughts of Mandalorian. I actually not a Star Wars fan, believe it or not, even though I'm a nerd. So I'm sure it's good.
I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I haven't watched it yet. My girlfriend has the first week of January off. I might do the 7-day trial of Disney Plus and
binge it out.
Watch the first 2 seasons.
You can borrow my Disney Plus. I have one. I have it for a year through Verizon. Dennis Smith just went. For giggles.
I would like to take you up on that because I do want to see it. I got to say, all the Baby Yoda memes make me hate him already, just because it's.
I think Baby Yoda's cute. No, they're not.
I know. When you watch the show, it's probably cute, but I don't want to go on Facebook and see 10 straight posts about it. It's annoying.
It's too much. I probably know more about Baby Yoda than shows I watch.
I have an ex-girlfriend who walks around with a Baby Yoda in her pocket, and all her selfies have Baby Yoda in it, and I'm just I hate this.
That's a little weird.
I don't like it.
Yeah. That's a bit much.
It is.
So I found Dennis Smith Jr. You wouldn't have picked over Kuzma, would you have? I guess you would have.
I would have picked anybody over Kuzma. Dylan Brooks was on my list. Alec Burks was on my list. And then we also had Jay Crowder.
Patrick Beverly. He'll get you some defensive stats.
Beverly, Jackson Hayes, Cody Zeller, Justin Winslow. Jesus Christ. So mad. Okay, so they're doing live projected stats for the teams.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, like live projected grades and stuff?
Yeah. So they're giving me, telling me I'm in 8th out of 14 right now.
All right. Am I right about San Milwaukee, whatever that is?
I thought San Milwaukee Spurs looked like the best team.
Mm-hmm.
They're ranking them as 12th.
Wow.
So that's it. The draft is over. Draft is over. So
it is over.
Last couple players was Tybal and Danny Green. So
Danny Green, Mr. Irrelevant.
They're giving Monkey Farts.
He'll actually put up some numbers.
Yahoo is saying Monkey Farts is the best team.
Monkey Farts.
Westbrook, Durant, Triple J, Valanciunas, Turner. I don't know.
I don't know. You tell me. You give me Giannis and LeBron.
Bullocks and Knockers and Starks 2 for 18. They have in 2nd and 3rd. So where's Bullocks and Knockers? Mitch, Irving, Drummond, Nurkic, Porzingis. I got to say the team stays pretty good almost through the end.
What do you mean?
Like their later picks are still good. Like
Oh, okay.
it's not a top heavy team, but it's like
Well,
consistent.
being consistent is good because you've interchangeable parts.
Starks 2 for 18 pretty much is the one who outbid me on everything. They outbid me on Bam, McCollum, Van Fleet, Healed. And if I had a spot, probably would have outbid me on Killian Hayes. So, yeah, 2 for 18 is looking good.
So if you ever wondered, 10-second delay on Twitch.
Okay.
Just counted it out. I just did it I look at the camera and went back and I was like, all right, that's 10 seconds. Although now there isn't. It's weird. All right. What else? So how do we wrap this up?
So I guess who would you pick as your front runner?
I still think that first column. I mean, I don't know about Joe Harris being the third pick, but you got Blake Griffin in that 7th spot.
I mean, don't go by picks; just go by the team overall.
No, but I'm looking like as you go down, they still have like good players. That's what I'm saying. Like the later they went, they still have some decent. I mean, I even think Hachimura is good. Levert's decent. I like that team. I do. Who else? Yeah, that Melo team, Curry, Lillard, Gobert. What about Harrell? That's a bad pick.
Better than Kuzma.
No.
I was going to take all of Kuzma's minutes.
Beal, Holiday, Leonard, Walker, Gallinari, Conley. That's a pretty good team. Wait till next, whatever. What did they get?
Beal, Holiday, Kawhi, Kemba, Gallinari.
Yeah. What did that team get?
Wait.
As a grade.
Wait till next year. 13th is Yahoo's prediction.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, this is being recorded, right? We should make a prediction on who's going to win this league based on the rosters.
Yeah. See how we do against Yahoo. So
right.
They have as the rating. They have the lowest. Actually, Can I share that now? I wonder if I can. Yeah, I'll just.
Can you drag it in?
I think I could just. Damn, didn't work.
Damn.
Okay. Well, now I messed everything up. So they have it ranked. The lowest rank they have is 56 points. And the highest rank they have 80.5.
So F to B minus.
Yeah.
Well, you might want to. Let's thank the listeners. I think they're starting to bail on us.
Yeah. So thanks for listening. That was it was fun. It's good having you guys in the chat. Mr. C thinks Leon Soprano looks.
I can't see the team. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know we can't.
Are these the averages?
You can see stuff now.
What was that?
You can see stuff now.
I see Danny Green at the top, and then I see the ranks.
Oh, okay. Now you're seeing my other screen. Okay, so this is what I was seeing the whole time.
Now I don't see anything. You shrunk it. Now you made it bigger.
Okay, so
there you go.
Yeah, so see, they rank it between 56 and 80.
I see.
So monkey farts. We didn't even look at that team. I wonder if I can. Nope. Can I? There we go. They think this is going to be the best team.
I
don't know. Let's see what they think is going to be the worst team. Wait, who'd they say? Unicorn. Let's see. Luka already is like.
Well, Luka's going to be the MVP. So mark that down. That's my prediction.
Shea's going to have a great year. Graham's a sleeper. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be the worst team. So I don't know. I'm going to challenge Yahoo.
Oh, it's a stupid bot, and we know what we said about bots earlier.
Yeah. So we're both thinking San Milwaukee, right?
Yeah, I thought so. I thought those were two. I mean, he sold out on those 2 picks. You know, pay a lot. You got to pay a lot for those 2. But although LeBron wasn't that expensive,
Although only having one center is.
you can pick one off the scrap heap. That's the.
Well, no. Giannis and Blake can play. They're forward centers, so you can do
Oh,
that.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, no, they're fine.
I think that's a good team without any injuries. Now, load management is the one thing you got to worry about there.
Yeah,
But it's not a bad. Hachimura is going to play, and that's their last pick.
So, what do you think of my team?
Well, the second to last player.
Well, I mean, Kuzma's terrible, but
I think it's interesting. 2 Knicks. You went with 2 Knicks.
Top 10 in assists per game last year. Yeah, I'm sticking to that.
You're gonna stick with that, huh?
That is the hill I'm dying on. Yes.
Hey, Yahoo scored you 8th. I think your team is they probably got it right. It's probably in the middle, low middle. I hate to say it, but like, who's your best player? Donovan Mitchell, right?
Donovan Mitchell, yeah,
without a doubt.
They're all above average. That's what I'm going for.
Oh,
so. It's not a good team. It's not a good team. Monkey Farts is saying show some.
Are you happy with your draft?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not. I'm very angry. I don't like it.
Angry, bitter, and mean.
I'm very upset.
So maybe this was a bad idea to do a live commentary while drafting and drinking.
Somebody's asking about Lone Rangers.
Can't say I've seen it.
It's up now. Good. I like.
There you go.
Brooks was on my list, and it was drafted in the spot that goddamn Kuzma was.
Lone Rangers, the team. I thought we were talking about the show. All right, it's time for bed.
Yeah.
Although I'm going to probably be up for another 4 hours. Yeah, that's a good team.
Yeah.
They can pick Booker, who I liked.
Yeah.
That's a decent team.
Yeah. Decent.
All right.
Well, we'll see.
All right, Jay. I am going to call it a night.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Yeah. Yep.
And I guess we'll be back soon. And we got Mark in to laugh at my team after that.
Yeah, Mark's got to judge your team.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be pretty.
No, I don't think so.
All right, man. I'll see you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for doing this. Take care, man.
Yep.
My